He seems to be taking Ian's place lately in my comments, like arguing with every factual video I come out with. It's been a strange thing for me, like in general. Now, both sides do this, but the right seems to be far more egregious, I guess. Like, for whatever reason, the right can't understand the difference between opinion and fact. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've just within the last week, I've had to address this like 10 different times and several times with the same individual. But it's like, I think it's like politics in general. Like they tend to think that because it's political, it's automatically an opinion. And that's just not how the world works. Like that's not true. Hmm. I'm not sure what's up with that. That's not exactly the point I was making. So, yes, people have opinions on politics, but my point is because something is political does not change the fact that facts are facts. And there are just things that are factually true regardless. Like when a particular person makes a claim that's a lie. That's a fact, not an opinion. Um Just smoking frickin' the typical Cherokee black blend of tobacco with some Sir Walter Raleigh mixed in. Yeah, I think she gets bored doing this, so she's just like, "Fuck this, I wanna make some damn Legos while I'm making money." Exactly, that's actually the entire point that I'm making. So, if something's a fact, it's a fact regardless of whether you like it, regardless of whether you agree, regardless of anything. If you weren't even alive to perceive things, it would still be a fact. So it's true that people will but that's kind of what I mean. Like they live in a bubble of like an inability to gauge what is fantasy from reality. Yeah, it's freaking weird. It's I don't know. It is 1984. You're right about that. She's gonna end up popping a boob out and getting me shut down. That's how she operates. Pretty much, but that's what irritates me because they'll make this case as if it's the same on both sides, which is not true. I believe what I believe due to facts, not due to like I have this like emotional lean toward my tribe or whatever. And so I don't know, it's like it's the middle ground fallacy, really. That's true. Luckily, I don't care that much. If this was my livelihood, it might bother me a little bit more. Hello, Odyssey. So, ahead of time, I'm probably not going to be running quite as long as I normally do. I've had like so many damn things go wrong all of a sudden. So, my freaking refrigerator slash freezer fucked up. Like a year ago, I had to get a repair person to come out, and they told me then, like, it might make it another few months, maybe a year or two or something, but there's no guarantees. Now it's completely down, and I had to fricking order a new one for like $600. I've also got fricking pipe freezing going on, even though I've been watching the news and fricking, I always like, I'm religious about watching the weather and dripping when I need to. And the fricking weather was incorrect and told me that that I only needed to do slight drip when that was fucking wrong and my shit froze up. Hello, Gadwin.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I want to stop this before I end up going off on a tangent and getting shut down on accident.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll jump on here with you.
But yeah, so fricking all kinds of shit going on lately. Fricking frozen crap. So one of my fricking the I don't know how to explain it. The little sprayer thing that on your sink, the the line that goes it goes underneath the sink and then goes right up into the center between the hot and the cold water deals, and there's a leak. So if I drip that pipe, I've got a container there to catch it for now, but it's the leak's bad enough to where it'll fricking overflow, and my fricking floor's gonna end up caving in. So I can't drip it.
Uh, Unless you just purge most of the system. So you just go back, if you can, cut it off at the main
Mm,
and just drain the whole system ahead of it, and then there's nothing in there that can freeze.
I didn't know that's how it worked. So if that's the case, then the next time it gets this, well, again, one of the problems is that I would have happened anyway because the freaking weather was incorrect. So,
Yeah, up
but
here, it gets bad up here. It was negative, like 10 or so here the other night.
geez, it
Uh,
hadn't got that bad yet here.
well, the one girl I work with, actually under her trailer, all her pipes froze. Well, they
Damn.
froze and then they broke because the expansion.
Hmm.
And it's common up here to hear that happening, but then most things usually are already weatherized to expect that. But trailers are just susceptible to it because everything's literally
Yep,
above the ground.
that is true. And well, I have heat tape, which is a little helpful, but it's still susceptible, as you said. And PEX pipe is the best because it actually expands with the ice to an extent.
Yep, yep. My
It's
old
not
house
it's
I
not
lived in
perfect
had
though.
PEX, and we had
Yeah.
to freeze up once. Well, it was like negative 20 something. It got real bad.
Damn.
Our actual main line froze at the well where we didn't have water for 2 weeks because it was
Mm.
underground. So therefore, then the ground was frozen. So therefore, like insulated it staying frozen. and it was a bitch. I had the bucket water from a creek just to flush toilets.
That's fucked up.
I mean, small things like that can take you right back to the 1800s in no time.
Hmm. I have a tendency to take shit for granted until stuff like that happens. Like when Helene hit, like I don't give a shit about water until the water's gone. And then I'm like, holy fuck, man, water's important.
Yep.
That's just how I am.
Like our electric goes out or internet. I mean,
Hmm. Now that's something I don't take for granted. I know I'll go crazy without the internet. So internet goes down, I know what's going to happen.
well, I
But
do keep a
power sort
stock of
of,
games on my computer. So, like, I have a bunch of games on my computer that I don't need any internet access for. So, if shit does go down, that's my backup.
I do the same thing. Recently, though, I made the mistake for whatever reason when you download something on Steam, and almost all of my games are through Steam. Um, you have to run it at least one time after you've downloaded it in order for it to work offline. Hello, Melody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much, just shooting the shit.
How Yeah, I didn't know you had to run it once, but I've run it in offline mode. So, like, there for the
Mhm.
longest time, I would just go up when it would try to log in. It'd say can't log in. I just go in offline mode, and then
Right,
all my games would work fine, just as
right.
so.
So that's what I normally do, exactly like you're saying, if the internet goes out for whatever reason. But like I had Red Dead Redemption 2 up because I like that game and it doesn't require online access. But like I said, it requires that you log in at least once with online connectivity. And I didn't
Also,
know that.
when I did Red Dead, it always had me log in. I had issues with my account logging in, so I was like, "Fuck this game." Then I stopped playing it
That might have something to do with it as well.
because Rockstar's not really good at keeping up with their shit. So their shit becomes all
Yeah,
broken and buggy, and it's just a mess, and they don't give a fuck.
that's true. And well, a lot of it's because any games are doing this thing to where they require you to be online to an extent anyway because they're worried about piracy. And I understand that to an extent. Hell, I'm guilty of it, so I I get it. But eh, I don't feel
I
bad
never,
for them. They make enough.
I never pirated games. That's one thing I never. I just never ran the gambit of it.
Right. Well, it's a risk just like anything, but
Well, like growing up during Lime, like I got into computers young, so I had LimeWire and downloading music and shit. And just downloading the wrong song one day, like I put some shit on my LimeWire to download while I went to school.
mhm.
I think all of us did that.
But I remember at school them getting a call to shut all the computers down at the end of the day. The maintenance people needed to do something. I got home, my cousin was living with us. He's like, "Hey, the internet company called our house and told me to turn your computer off. That was like streaming something." So apparently, I downloaded something through LimeWire that ended up projecting like a virus to my whole fucking community area.
What
Yeah,
the
it
hell?
corrupts it, but it's not going to corrupt like everybody, Gads. Like that's
It went through I was using a local ISP, a little company that basically we got our
Mhm.
internet from. It and it went into their system, and then everybody that uses their systems broadcasted all their computers.
Okay. Well, that sounds kind of like bullshit to me, but go ahead with that.
That's fucked.
Um, two gay guys
So,
running their own
but you're
internet
saying that
company isn't going to
it
have internet security
police
like Google or
every
Yahoo. I mean,
Okay, well, go with that story.
do you not understand how networks are connected and everything, Melody? Do you understand how the internet works?
I understand a little bit, but it seems like you
The
tend to
internet is the only
exacerbate
the
story.
internet is only the internet because of everything it can connect to. It's a
Hmm.
web of connections. That's what the internet is.
Yeah, no shit. You think I don't fucking understand that?
Well, you're like, oh, that can't happen. You can't send a virus to a little small ISP provider,
Well,
and then
I
they
know
project
that,
it out
but
to
I
many
just
other
but
clients that
but
you
you
have.
I'm not saying that that does not happen because it does. However, I know that
This was
you
back
tend
in the
to
early 2000s at that
you
as
tend
well.
to exacerbate a lot of stories, Gads, and so I'm just
No, it's
gonna
just that
like
you don't
call you.
believe my stories, but I'm always honest and truthful with what I say.
Oh yeah, of course
Just
you are.
because you don't believe it doesn't mean what I'm saying isn't true.
Okay, all right, cool enough, good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because you think that you always just everything
I
is
think I was.
in this dream culture with you, and you I don't know. Maybe you're not making everything up, but it just seems like I don't know. It's not I don't know. It's always something that is a huge excess story from you that I don't really believe
Because
because
of downloading
you
something from
you do
LimeWire that projected out to maybe
you say
1,000 people.
you say that all of the time on chat. I mean, it's been going on forever that you've done this. So I'm not calling you out for this one. I'm just saying
And
that that's
if you
so
notice, when
typical
I
of you.
retell the stories, they're exactly the same details. I repeat the same things.
Okay,
If I was
well,
lying, there would be variations and all these different missing details and everything. Because lying is most people that lie can't keep their stories straight. They forget details, and then yeah, I mean things like that. So I'll give you the same stories every time.
okay, all right.
I don't have a clue. I just tend to take people at their word unless I have a reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, I have no reason to try to deceive anybody or anything. I'm just telling why I don't like downloading things like piracy and shit like that.
Right.
I
Well,
had another time
and
it crashed
I
my
did
whole
do
computer.
I did do the same thing whenever what was it? Like around like 2004, 2005. And that was like really huge. And
We had a
and I
bunch of them back then.
definitely did that. I think a lot of people did that because it was so easy. And
With
CD.
LimeWire.
Oh yeah, LimeWire for sure.
That was the
That was huge.
biggest spreader of like Trojans and viruses and just you
Any
name
sort
it.
of torrent type deals like that or
Oh,
LimeWire type
I
things, those are
definitely
the
did
worst
virus.
for it. But like everything's not equally dangerous. Like I use steamunlocked.net, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not saying that there's no danger there at all, but I have never had an issue, and they actually double check their shit and make sure there's like it's directly from them. It's not like some random person putting torrents online, you know.
Yeah. Oh, like I do download mods, which does make me a bit leery too, like ModDB and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, I understand the trepidation.
I mean, when I was younger, I messed around, just stupid shit. I had one time where it just like my screen just filled up with pop-ups and just brrrr and just fried my whole system. Like I sat there and watched it, just like mouth dropped, like fuck, man, I ain't gonna have a computer now. And then I had another time where I had got a Trojan or something. It just was going through, just deleting everything. It was making the whole system just shut down. And it just, oh, that was a nightmare too. I had an IT guy in my guild in Warcraft. He actually got in my system through Ventrilo. It was like, dude, nothing you can do. He's like trying to stop it. And nothing.
Were you doing so the only thing that I was downloading or trying to was music or every once in a while movies. That was it. Did you
Yeah, it might
do
have been
more
movies or
like
something like
video
that.
games or
It could have been mods or something. That's why I was just so leery about downloading anything, because one wrong download and your computer's gone.
That is true.
And I've done it a
I
couple
never had
times
that
where the
done.
point I'm just, nope, I don't fuck around with it.
Well, yeah. Well, it went down and it was obsolete. I don't remember what year it was. What, like 2006, 2000
It was
no.
early 2000s for me, yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna cut you off for just a second here. Bruce, whoever you are backstage, I need you to engage in the chat so I know who you are.
Who's Bruce? I've never
I
heard of this person.
don't know, and that's the issue. So there's a high likelihood this is someone that's about to like drop some gay porn and try to get me shut down or some
Because
shit.
yeah, because I've never heard of a Bruce on the chats that I'm on. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah,
But anyway, you guys
I
can continue.
you don't want somebody to porn bomb you because that's been kind of happening recently.
I know. There's no way to keep it from happening perfectly, but I try to, combat it as much as I can.
Mitigate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only way that you can do it without YouTube shutting you down is knowing like how to shut it down like immediately.
Yeah. Well,
Which
if you shut it down immediately, there's tools that you can blur the shit and still keep it up.
Oh,
But
okay.
usually what they do is they'll report you
Uh,
immediately and then they'll
yeah.
investigate it immediately. And before you can even deal with it, they've already fucking given you a copyright strike. It's really stupid the way they deal with this shit.
there
I
is a
mean,
bit of a delay too. So from when we say things to it actually airs on YouTube, it's
That's
like
true.
5 seconds and 10 seconds.
so like
Yeah.
some streamers that I've been going to, they've been porn bombed and they just immediately they shut down their stream, but it has to be like within seconds. And then they're okay, and then they can come back up and start streaming it again. And it
Automated
doesn't,
process.
yeah, and it doesn't cause any issues that because YouTube doesn't catch it in time, but they have to know exactly like the timing. I mean, I wouldn't know how to do, well, I don't do StreamYard,
I
but
think Bruce's Odyssey.
That's what I'm asking.
oh,
So you got like it's all good. I know you're probably having fun or something, but you gotta understand I gotta be a little bit leery of anyone who wants to jump up here because I have I have a lot of people who fucking hate me.
I
So
don't know why.
you do
just
because I've
because of
I've
my
heard,
politics, that's why.
I've heard your name pop up and
I wouldn't say it's because of your politics. It's their lack of understanding.
Yeah, well, they tend to be tribal about things. Like you notice that
Mhm.
I will have conversations with right wingers. I have no problem with it. It doesn't mean I'm going to agree with them, but like they seem to have an inability to deal with anything outside of their little bubble. And
Like
so it's
I
crazy.
have, I have a good thing, like well, a good little thing story about that. Like I went with a friend to get some weed one time, and this was like right after Trump got out of office and that whole Jan 6 and all that shit was taking place.
Mhm.
And I sat there and this guy was all worked up, the dealer. He was all worked up about Trump and all this shit and everything. And I was talking to him nicely and calm and everything like that. And I disagreed with him on almost everything. I was polite, not rude, didn't call him names, nothing. Asked him some questions, and then after a bit, I mean, he's like, "Wow, this is the best talk I ever had with a liberal," and shit like that. And then I was like, "Well, it was nice to meet you." I shook his hand. I just never went back to that dude's house again.
Yeah.
I don't really so Trobs, I don't really think that it's your politics whenever I've seen your name come up.
What do you
Um
think it is?
well, so I've seen your name come up every once in a while. Um and it's attached to Kataru or Katero. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the main reason that I've seen your name come up like in chats.
Mhm.
And I don't know why. I mean,
Tribalism.
I met her once. I talked to her like a couple of times on Space Ambient and
Mhm.
she seemed pretty cool. And I know that you guys were chatter friends and stuff like that. But yeah, that seems to be kind of the reason. And I
Hmm.
don't know because she is never on the chats that I've been on, so I don't even know.
Well, I get what you're saying is you're explaining why people like my mouth my name is in their mouth type deal. So that's not
Yeah,
exactly what I'm talking about. Like I understand what you're saying. What I'm talking about is why people can't handle like they just can't stand dealing with me. It's not because of Kataru that they can't stand me. It's because
I'm just saying that the only reason, I mean, that's the only way that I've heard your name like come up in different streams or chat.
right,
That's the only thing that is attached to it. I've never
right.
heard it, um, because I'm
Melody, my
friends
name
with
comes
Angela,
up in
and
some of those same social
I know I'm friends
sites.
with Angela and you, but the only way that I've ever heard it like attached to politics is between you and her, which I'm neutral, as you guys both know.
Right, I know.
I like you guys both as friends, but that's the only way that I've seen it come up with political views.
Mhm.
So
You just like us because we don't try to twist your nipples and hump your leg.
What are you talking about? I have no idea.
Because you're used to people twisting your nipples and humping your leg.
Helping my leg? What's wrong with my leg? I don't have a freaking limp or
Went right over her head.
He
no.
was just he was just joking. Well, at least the way I took it, and I could be
Yeah,
wrong. I
yep.
let him speak for himself, but
Yeah, that
like
was
I took it
I'm
as
not
he was
okay.
saying that like we're not gonna like freaking fuck with you and flirt with you constantly.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. I will tell you that I'm not good with jokes or
I'm the same. I understand.
I don't get it. I never have. It's just been a quality in me, and people are like, "Don't you get that shit?" And I'm like, "No," because I'm so literal and I take things
Mhm.
at face value,
I'm
and
the
so
same.
I just don't get it.
I
And people think
understand.
that I'm stupid,
well. See,
but
we don't
yeah,
have
it's just me.
necessarily the facial expression. So if you could see me smiling after I said it, then when you can read the facial expressions, then you know how to react more. But being
That's true.
online, it's harder to react to these more sarcastic remarks and such.
Imagine how much worse it would be if it was just text. At least you have audio cues. Like
Exactly.
so that's even far better when it comes to like ambiguity.
Not for me because sometimes I'll just laugh along with people just to and like pretend like I understand what they're saying and I have no idea just so I
Mhm.
don't look like the, like the crazy one in the group that I don't like get it.
I've never cared. Like, even if it makes me look stupid, I'm just straight up. I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, and everybody else understands. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I made the messed up part. I'm being the autistic. I don't sometimes get social cues, and I started laughing at funerals and shit like that, and just like, oh, because
I,
all eyes are on me, looking at them like, oh, I
I've
gotta
never
focus
done
on that.
that, but that's got to be awkward.
Yeah, well, it's my one grandfather's funeral at that. I was making jokes with somebody in the parking lot, and I started laughing real hard, and then everybody just like stopped and looked at me. I'm like, I could just feel their glare.
Yeah, I made a joke in my so at my grandma's funeral a couple of years ago about this angel and it said Isidore. And so my daughter is named um I probably shouldn't say that because I'm whatever, I don't give a shit. But her name is Isabel. And it said Isidore, and I said, "Oh my gosh, that's what Dad used to call my daughter because he would like forget her name or he would spell it wrong." And so I looked up there and I saw the name, and I just started cracking up. I mean, not like crack, but I was, I was clasping my mouth and just kind of like giggling to myself. And then I said that to Mom, and she's like, "What are you talking about, Melody?" And so I told her later, and she's like, "No, Dad didn't do that." I'm like, "Yes, he did." So yeah, I get you on that part. I mean, sometimes but it's good to sometimes like laugh at funerals because I mean, if I died, I would want people to have
Well,
something. I
I
don't want
I always
everybody to
said
be
that too.
sad.
If I died, I'd be like, throw a party, remember the good things. Don't be sitting there and be all sad and shit.
Yeah,
That's
no
what most
shit.
people believe, or most decent people. That's how they feel.
That's exactly what I would want.
Celebrate their life, not, just,
Hmm.
get all
Yeah,
depressed
not be all sad and stuff like that.
be happy they lived.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Especially if they get to be old age, like you're talking 90s and stuff like that. I mean, they lived a long, full life complete.
Yeah, what's really sad and where I do think that like sadness is called for is when like children die of cancer and shit and they haven't even seen the
Yeah.
age of like 7 or some shit like that.
Oh, dude, there's
yeah.
a guy down from us. His wife died of cancer and he had 3 boys. And he got a call to go somewhere real quick. And he got in his truck and backed up and ran over his youngest son, killed his
What
youngest son.
the
See,
fuck?
Dude, that
yeah.
guy is in so much like despair and shit. Like,
Dude,
Ugh.
I would be put in an asylum after that.
Oh
well,
my
then you
God.
got you got 2 kids
Wouldn't
to
even
take
know
care
what
of.
to.
He has his 2 other sons. Yeah, that he has to care for. I mean, you can't just give up because I mean it's just tormenting. I mean, it's just
Oh,
ending.
Damn.
That would haunt. I mean, remembering that tragedy though, every time I back up and like when I go places anywhere and I see any kids playing anywhere or anything like that, when I go to back up, I am like super vigilant about watching my
yeah.
mirrors and things like
That
that.
would cause like permanent trauma. Like, damn.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely it would.
Like it really
Yeah,
made me worry
I
about
couldn't
my kids
imagine.
whenever, like, because I had a big John Deere tractor at the house and I was driving a big Duramax diesel truck, so I was really worried about them being around and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the same. I mean, I've never run over anybody, but or like a pet, but I'm super vigilant about like whenever I back up or go somewhere or switch
Oh,
lanes.
I've ran over a cat with a John Deere. The dumb shit took a nap behind the damn tire, and I just hopped on John Deere to go somewhere, and I went to
Yeah,
back up and just
that
pop.
that does happen at
That
times.
would fuck me up. Damn.
Its eyeballs popped out of his fucking skull.
Yep, that would fuck
Oh,
me up for life.
yeah, that would mess me up too.
The old lady, she seen our friend go by, and some reason she jumped in the car and went to like flag him down for some reason. I don't know why, but our cat was apparently sleeping up under the wheel well, and he
Mhm.
fell down and she ran over him. When she came back, I made her scoop him up, and I made her go bury him in the flower bed.
Damn.
He was a good little kitty though. His name was Simon. Or no, that wasn't Simon. That was Einstein.
That's sad.
Oh
But
yeah. So what
where do you
Audie was saying
put him
is he
though?
parks in reverse in the driveway, or like in parking places. A lot of people do that. I, I don't, but a lot of people get pissed off at that because then they have to wait on you and they don't understand it.
That's true.
But you have to be like, you have to know exactly how to do it so you can park in there. I don't, they call it some sort of like a military term, I think. I don't know, but it's always guys that do that. I swear to God. But yeah, I've never done it before. But yeah, a lot of people do that. But I've seen, yeah, people that are in cars, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, just let me back up and go into my parking space so I can get out. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah, backing in places a lot of times. Like if you especially if you're using like trailers and shit, and you can get backed in instead of having to back out later.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be a lot easier because yeah, you could not see anything if you didn't. But yeah, backing up a trailer, you have to know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, you just gotta
Yeah.
watch what you're doing. See, I'm one of those people. If I can turn around and look out the back window, I can put a trailer anywhere. But if I have to use my stupid fucking mirror to fuck with me all the time because everything's reversed and I'll counter the wrong way and I'll put the damn thing in the wrong direction.
I don't fuck with shit like that. I don't have any experience, so I would not trust myself dealing with a trailer. I would end up killing somebody.
I
Yep.
wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't either because I mean, I've seen people, I mean, I haven't been on a boat for a while, but they know how to, hook up the boat and take it down there and I would
Oh, I
be
can do all
clueless,
that.
but
I'm
it
very
takes time.
mechanically inclined. Like I grew up working with machinery, operating heavy machinery, boats,
Oh, okay.
all that
So
kind of shit.
it's a lot easier for you.
Driving tractor, yeah. I can
Yeah,
drive
not
pretty much
me.
anything.
I'm gonna plug in my lights.
I'm sure, like anything, though, it's just experience. I would like
Well,
just take it really slow and learn how the trailer handles and shit,
well,
and be very careful for a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
get
just
down
do
to
it on.
finessing it. Once you get that muscle memory,
Yeah, it's like anything, but I would be very cautious at first because when it comes to brand new stuff, I'm an absolute fucking moron. Like hardcore mode. Like if there's something that you can do wrong, I will do it.
anxiety is the worst thing too, because then it gets you all worked up, and then you get
Yep.
even more nervous.
Yeah, well, it's the anxiety. Sometimes you're not even that retarded. The anxiety itself makes you retarded.
Yep.
It
Oh,
like
absolutely.
I have
Yeah.
a fear of the interstate, and it took me a while to get over it. I am now, luckily, but like mainly merging on and worrying about people letting you in because people are assholes sometimes.
Hmm.
And it took me so long to get over that, but that it wasn't so much like that it's that dangerous. It's my fear of it made it that dangerous because I would freak the fuck out and hyperventilate. And
I
so that's
didn't
the
get that
problem.
I get
option.
that.
So me, I was like, whenever I was sent like in a work truck, hey, you got to go here. My uncle just sent me places. Like I had to do it. There was no saying no, and I just had to take a big ass fucking service body work truck. So, so imagine when you're driving down the road, your body has about a foot on each side between the lines, and now you put Jersey barriers and a trailer with a skid loader on the back of that. Right,
Damn.
and the skid loader trailer, I mean, it's inches between the Jersey barriers because it's even wider than the truck. Man, my you get places and your balls are moist from sweating.
Well, you have to get. Hey, CW, how are you doing?
How
Uh,
are you doing?
yeah, but I totally get that, Chobs. But you have to just keep doing it because I get anxiety like from doing new things. But once you get the hang of it,
Thinking about doing new things. It's not
yeah,
necessarily the thing itself. It's thinking about doing it and doing it wrong.
It's your perception of the thing. It's not even the thing itself. It's how you feel about the thing and your biases toward it. It
Mhm.
like it causes you to be, well, if you have that proclivity, like some sort of fear, for example, then it like exaggerates everything and your whole world becomes like a skew. And that
Essentially,
yeah,
becomes the danger.
yeah, and also it depends on what kind of situation that you're in. So, like for instance, I'm supposed to be learning something new at work, concerning like Excel and Adobe and this and something at work, like all of these different, and so I've got anxiety towards that just because learning new things that pertain to my computer kind of like freak me out. I mean, once I get used to it, I'll be okay,
you
but
have YouTube.
it
How
gives
to?
me extreme anxiety at first, but once I get used to it, I'll be okay. But yeah, I can see that, Charles. Like it kind of depends on what's going on. I don't know that I ever got anxiety too much with vehicles.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know,
Well, you're a girl. I mean,
but
boys
that,
tend to be put more into the, construction industry, farming, and so on.
I am more like a female in that regard. When it comes to engineering type stuff or understanding how shit works, I don't know a fucking thing.
You're more in that in between ground.
Yeah,
You weren't,
words, ideas, like philosophy type shit, psychology, I'm pretty good at, but
which you're
not
in a
how
more
stuff works.
organized area than I was. I grew up in a village, literally, a place with less than 1,000 people in it. So I mean, it's just farming, logging, and I did fencing because that's pretty much all. And then there's sawmills. I mean, that's all
Mhm.
we had.
yeah, I'm better. So I really don't do it, but I tend to be better at doing like hands-on work, and learning it that way.
Yeah, that's
So
how I was always taught. Well, told everybody, my grandmother, all my life. Oh, you're so good with your hands. You're so good with your hands. Everything. So I'm pretty. I can do complex things with my hands really well.
I'm not very good
Very
at
articulate.
auditory and learning stuff. Like, okay, somebody's just going to tell you something, and I pick it up.
No,
And so, no,
I
I
watch people do things, and
I
then I'll
have to.
watch them over and over, and then I'll repeat that process and then refine it into muscle memory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to do things manually, and then I learn it so much better. But yeah, I kind of freak out whenever it comes to computers, even though that's what I'm doing right now. That's pretty much all I do. But before that, I was just all that I did was manual labor. I mean, not well, yeah, pretty. I was always working with my hands. And so now I'm on a computer all the time. And so whenever I try to learn new processes, I I get anxiety. Whereas with other issues,
That's
whenever I
where video
worked
games would have
before,
come in handy. if you would have been good at video games, just playing them, picking up new games and playing them, you wouldn't find as much anxiety in picking up like new programming and stuff like that for computers because it's almost like a video game. It's a new process of learning.
Well, I've never. So video games are not my thing. I've never done video games. I mean, I'll look up. I'll do, like Candy Crush or something like that.
Zuma
But
Revenge.
but that's it. I mean, I don't. Yeah, video games are not. That's not my cup of
But
tea.
that's what I mean. Just video games help with that mental elasticity, where the mind's better at getting into new things, learning new things, because video games constantly keep your mind learning new things.
Hmm. Yeah, I. You know what? I'm not going to do that because I will end
Oh,
up
I'm not
getting
saying
obsessed
you
with
should.
it.
I'm just saying you haven't done that. So like I'm sure Trobs and we don't really have that much anxiety from something like that because of video games, so to say.
Yeah, yeah, with like computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
about what you have experience with, and anxiety tends to live in the unknown.
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I definitely agree with you because so whenever I was finishing up my degree, my bachelor's degree, um, I was in class with kids that had experience like out of high school, and I was about like 6 or 7 years ahead of them, and I had no freaking clue what I was doing because I mean I had not done that for years, and so I would freak out and get anxiety and go in the bathroom and oh my gosh, and I was just so clueless, and so I'm dealing with the exact same thing right now because computers, it's never been my thing. It's always hands-on with me. Then I get comfortable and I get it so much more. It correlates with my brain
I,
so much
I try
easily.
I try to unwire my brain from things like that. I used to I hate hang on, words, they're hard. I used to hate getting shots or getting blood taken from a doctor. But then I heard a quote when I was younger. Uh, the anticipation of pain is always worse than the pain. And I
Yep.
thought about it, I always was thinking how bad the pain would be. And when I completely block that out and do not think about it, I just sit there and hold basic conversation with the nurse. Hey, how you doing? Things like that, and don't think about it. They come and do it, and I never even feel the damn thing.
Yeah, to me, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me at all. I'm just
But
like,
then
yeah,
now apply
blood.
that to other things like FDRs. The only thing to fear is fear itself. I mean,
Yeah, it's true. Also, when it comes to I have the blood thing, even currently, it depends on the root of the fear. So if it's about pain, you can deal with it in that way. For me, it's not about pain. It's about the blood itself. And
yeah,
it
yes.
goes back to some sort of like survival instinct involving like bleeding out. And a nurse helped me out. If you lay on your back and bring your knees closer to your stomach for whatever reason, it somehow helps. Like you're less likely to pass out or whatever.
It's like a defensive mechanism because you're covering up the main organs. So it's
Maybe
putting your
that's what
body,
it is.
putting yourself in like a defensive, guarding your stomach. If you ever notice, all animals they lay on their stomach because that's where you got to protect the main organs and stuff like that.
Right.
Are you
Almost
talking
every
about like
animal guards.
getting like your blood taken or
Yes, because if I'm not, if they don't have some way to deal with it ahead of time, I will pass the fuck out because I have a blood problem.
Yeah, I
okay.
But
can't remember what it's
but it
called. It
has
starts with
nothing
an
to do with
A.
pain because they're always
Just
like, dude, you have tattoos, and I'm like, it's not about pain. It's about the blood.
yeah,
It's
seeing blood would just put some people in a frantic. It's a phobia.
Okay. Well, that is kind of weird. If you
It's
have
kind of like a phobia.
an
It's
issue with blood, I don't really get that.
it's kind of like I put it somewhat in the line of like a belly button phobia. It's not rational, but it's just some people have it. It's just
right. It's like I can't explain it. It just happens.
So
yep.
so you are okay with pain. It's just like the blood aspect
Yes,
of
It's
it.
the
the sight of
concept.
blood.
It's not even like for me, it's not the sight. It's the
I gotta look what that's
concept. It's
called.
the concept of blood coming out of my vein. That vision in my head, that just
Okay.
talking about it right now makes me a little wheezy.
So
Like
you're not a fan of corn, you're saying?
corn.
And none of that really bothers
The
me.
god, blood for the blood god.
Oh no, not a problem. Like I see, blood don't bother me. It's only the concept of blood coming out of my own vein.
Oh, okay.
It's like I don't know how else to explain it. Like blood itself doesn't
Hemophobia.
bother me.
It's called hemophobia. That's it.
Hmm.
There's a fear of blood.
I just kind of, I don't know. I center on something else and try to get in this meditative state of mind and then just calm myself and then I'm okay. And plus I have, so especially if I'm getting blood drawn from my vein for whatever reason, I have really good veins, so it's not that they don't have to poke around on me.
Right.
So that makes it a little bit easier. Hey JT, what's going on? But yeah, that's kind of how I am. Everybody has different fears and different issues and what makes
I don't know
them
what mine is,
happy
really.
but yeah, I mean, everybody has anxiety about one thing or another. That's the way I see it. I mean, everyone has fears. You can say, I'm not scared of anything, but that's
Well, that's
bullshit.
it. I don't know what I'm actually scared of. I was always that person. Just I didn't care.
You should fear God. You should fear God. Is that rash? You should fear God. Now, Trobs, I'm sorry to cut
Yeah.
everybody off. I've been really disturbed. I seen your video this week of you masturbating to
Did
some
you?
guy, Ian Hartley or something.
Hold
Why
on.
would you
Just
do
a
that
second.
on stream, Trobs?
Hold on.
Once
That's
again,
not,
degeneracy.
Don't
that
even pay
is,
attention to him.
dude, that is not
he's not worth
some,
your time.
that's
He's
not
Wait,
not
I'm
some
trying to speak.
guy.
Melody, you were on my side before. You admitted that Trobs is a creep and Rosh molested 80-year-old women, and now you flip-flop here. You're a flip-flopper, Melody. You love degeneracy, and you listen to Trobs beat off to some weird-looking Michael Smith guy.
So this isn't Ian. This is Tommy.
Yeah,
but
Tommy loves God, and you don't.
Oh my
And
God,
Trobs doesn't. Trobs masturbates on here, and Rash sleeps with 80-year-old women.
You can just like shut your shit and just
Okay,
go.
Melody, you flip-flop. You were making fun of Trobs, calling him a degenerate loser, and he was an ugly freak. You were all in it, fucking agreeing with us that he was a scumbag. And here you sit on the degenerates platform, you godless heathen, because you hate your father. Because your father was a right-wing man, and you didn't like him. Your mom took you away from him and made with the gypsies. And Trobs, you're gonna burn in hell for masturbating on stream, you dirty pervert.
Hey, Trobs and I have a very nice.
Here's why. Because are you scared to debate, Ian? Is that it, Trobs? Because you're a moral coward, dude. You don't like free speech. You block free speech, Trobs.
Free speech. Ian is the
I
one
remember
that
when the
won't
last
come up.
right-wing guy made you retire, Trobs.
Who is the
Remember
last
that?
right-wing guy?
Yes, Mike. Saint Michael made you cry. He made you retire your channel. You had no intellectual debate for him, and you're a cowardly man. And Melody, you were on that man's stream saying what a degenerate Trobs is for doing what he does. And here you sit, you backslider, Melody.
Okay, what stream
You're
are
a
you talking about
backslider.
exactly? What stream
And you
are
don't care about old ladies? You know Rosh sleeps with 80-year-old women? You admitted that was disgusting.
Rash does not have a fucking stream. So what stream are you talking about that I'm on?
You were on a stream a long time ago. I was watching you, and now you backslided with this degenerate ass taker, Trobs, the ass taker.
This ass
Trobs is an intellectual coward.
Has a stream.
He's an intellectual coward.
If I were a coward, then I would hold on. I would
You are
run
an
and
intellectual
hide
coward, and
like
Tommy
Ian
loves
does.
God.
Yeah,
No one.
God sucking like.
Have you noticed that anyone who wants to talk shit or whatever, they never discuss any logical points. They just throw out insults and then run away every time.
Yeah, that's how it was. The same coming in here, just
Like,
yelling.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about because I've never seen him. He's never seen me on a stream. I've never seen him on a different stream.
Rash, you know,
and I've gone to several of them.
Saying Rash so damn much. Trobs, you know what it reminds me of? It's like children. Whenever you get them all emotional and they just start yelling nonsensical bullshit at you.
Kind of. It's like, it's crazy. Who the hell's Caesar?
Caesar just means like emperor.
I know, but like I don't know who it is, and they're in the backstage. I need you to type in chat and let me know who you
Oh.
are before I'll add you.
CW, I am not a nurse. Where did you get that? Where did you get that from?
Yeah, you won't want Melody as a nurse. You'd be scared.
No, you would not. I'm just saying that I can calm down whenever
History
Uh,
channel. I
whenever
still don't know who
I'm
you
in
are.
the
Oh, he
office.
was in chat. There was History Channel person
I'm
in
gonna
chat
add
a while
him.
back.
Hey, Trubs, how are you?
Can't complain. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. I see you kicked off that other guy. How come?
I didn't kick him. He left.
Oh, he left. Oh,
Yeah.
I just got a question for you, man. About are you a homosexual?
Yes.
You are.
Oh God.
Extremely homosexual.
Yeah. I was disturbed because I watched that video of you talking about Ian.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's how I found your channel, man. And like you went into explicit things, like how you would, get behind him and spread his legs and enter him, and
Yes.
I found it truly, truly disturbing, bro.
So were you actually disturbed, or were you turned on and you're in the closet?
Oh no! Trust me, I wasn't turned on. It was sent. Well, believe it or not, it was sent to me, right?
Okay.
And I watched it. And I had to stop halfway through, bro. It was disturbing, man.
Who the fuck is talking right now?
No, dude.
Who the fuck is this?
No,
I don't know.
Look, dude, I'm just some
You
guy.
don't know.
Look.
He's
Dude,
just some guy.
I'm just some guy in here. Just look.
Just some guy on the internet.
Listen
It's
to me.
okay.
I'm not anybody's enemy here.
You're fine. Well,
yeah,
even if you were my enemy, it's okay, as long as you're not going to try to get me shut down. This is a free speech platform.
Dude, I'm not looking
Yeah,
to shut
don't
you
do
down.
that.
I am civil. I don't even know who Melody is. I don't know any of you all, but
Right.
I will discuss any topics with
Well,
you. But I'm just saying.
You're fine. Speak your mind.
All right, nice. Did you ejaculate?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Now the question is that after
Dude, it's all for shock value. I mean, the first time I heard about this guy, he was making a video that he was talking about doing some gay shit. Like, it's all for shock value, man. Like, I don't think
this went beyond shock value, man.
Well, that was the whole point, was to do something shocking that you haven't seen before, like jerking off.
Well, I don't know if that's the whole point. Then I suck, because that's what I always do. It's not really something you hadn't seen before.
I mean, it's probably like a Trop special at this point, but nobody else is really jacking off on the fucking.
Go look at the last couple years.
Look, the first time I heard about this guy, he was making videos about me. Didn't know who the fuck he was. I didn't know who you were. And the dude's like, I love you, I don't want to fuck you, and all this weird shit. I've seen you cock and all this weird shit.
He just sings songs to all of us.
It's normal for
you kind of sound like a weirdo too, man.
Go find his old song to me back in the day. I mean, it's just
my old channel doesn't exist anymore.
My question is, hey, Trobs, I got a real big question. After you drop that load, you put your pants back on. Dude, what'd you do with the load? Just let it dry up?
Well, it's because I was on video and I didn't want to like fuck up the whole video, because that was like my love dedication to Ian. I didn't want to ruin it.
I see. So like after you like just fucking bursted, you just put your pants back on, bro. I was like, yo, what's up with that?
Well, to be fair, I did use the edge of my thumb and just clean the head off. So I did get I did get the little bit. Most of the load went in the floor, and I have hardwood floors.
This is disgusting, bro.
The more you indulge it, just the gayer he's gonna be about it. So you might as well just What was that other guy up here? Who the fuck was that guy? The other guy up here yelling.
There's a possibility that is Ian. I'm torn on it. I don't know, but he's come up before. He is a hardcore religious person, and he's always going off about how
the religious guy that was just up here.
Well, what's wrong with a religious guy? I'm converting now.
There's two of them.
There's nothing wrong with being religious. Is that he's fundamentalist. He's like hardcore. He's not just average.
Ian is obsessed with Trobs. I mean, seriously, if you
well, why wouldn't it be? I mean, if you're a religious guy, you turn on Trobs video and he's masturbating like to fast,
No,
I'm telling you, it's all bullshit.
I'm talking about you, dumbass. I'm talking about this.
Wait a second.
I mean, he leaves essays for.
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm not saying he wouldn't.
Totally obsessed.
But I'm just saying it's bullshit.
Hey, Melody, you sound like a nasty witch. I hope nobody's waking
Oh.
up to you in the morning.
But who was that other guy that was just up here? The guy that was yelling?
That was
was Tom. Tom, whatever.
Well, he made some good
I
points.
don't know who.
You suspect that that's Ian?
I don't know, but like Ian even himself was like, maybe I am Tom. Maybe he's saying that because he's too afraid to come up. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't think that it is, because I think that he would come up. I think
Maybe
he's just
Ian's
like,
really
I don't think so. After that, what Traub said he would do to him with his legs and stuff, I don't think Ian's coming into this show.
Well, he didn't leave my channel, which is very telling.
Dude, Trump said the exact, not verbatim, but like very similar shit. Like anyone he's beefing with or whatever, he's gonna say some real gay shit. It's I've seen it.
Well,
Tommy, are you Ian?
No, I'm not Ian. If I was Ian, I would say it.
Probably.
I believe him. I do.
Tommy, how are you? I thought you
do
made
too.
some good points. I that's why I came up here. I thought Tommy made some solid points.
Very
Are
solid.
you a Christian, sir?
What was his point? I didn't hear it. I was busy.
Well, yeah,
Vader was...
I'm a Christian. I'm actually converting to be a Catholic as we speak.
Oh, God bless you. Awesome job, man.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you.
And thank you. My point is, it was very troubling seeing. It was very troubling seeing Trobs reenact masturbating and all that kind of crazy
no, he
stuff.
didn't reenact.
That was not reenacting. That's
He
the
was
real
actually
deal.
doing it.
That's the real deal.
Dude, he was. I'm telling you right now, it was a fucking act.
It was
telling you right
Trob,
now.
that wasn't even a joke, Mr. Trobs.
Dude, he's doing it right now. He's trolling you right now. It was a fucking joke.
Dude, he can talk to him for himself. Not you know. Why are you talking for him?
Dude,
guys, it's 2025. Being homosexual is not crazy anymore.
We're changing the clock back.
It's not even about being gay. Specifically, it's about jerking off on a fucking
Hey, baby.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. It's not like I showed it.
Dude, it was a joke.
It wasn't a joke. It's a sodomite thing to do, and Trobs is an admitted sodomite.
It is. Yes, that's why it's a joke.
But
it's not a joke.
Oh my God.
No, I'm saying he wasn't really jerking off. I mean, yes,
he was.
He's super gay. Yes,
he just said he was.
Okay, so
Melanie, go make me a sandwich, Melanie, and shut up.
Yeah,
I'm talking. The men are talking. The men are talking. Woman, go make me a sandwich.
Masturbation.
Man, I'll be the last guy
on that. I'll take some extra mayonnaise on that, Melody.
Oh, don't say that. Trob might add it.
Yeah,
no. Hold on.
Okay, well, then you've got more problems than
use atheists, use the non-believers and sodomite enablers are all going to hell, sir.
Hey, I'm in the show.
Christian on here. There's two Christians on here. The sodomites and backsliders.
Zach's got to say something. Let Zach talk.
Prostate-assisted orgasm. Woo! I'm in the show.
These are all going to hell, you
So what's your opinion on
do you have AIDS, Trobs?
Is that gay?
If
a person needs a prostate, hold on.
I got a question for Trobs.
Hold on,
I got a question. I got a serious question for Trobs.
Go ahead.
Trobs.
I don't know how to do this shit.
Trobs.
I'm having a panic attack. I can't press the right buttons.
Let him talk.
Dude, Zach's
I hate this shit.
microphone is way louder than everybody else.
Yeah, mute that idiot.
No, just turn him down though.
Trobs, have you ever had a homosexual relationship where you entered a guy with no rubber anally?
Of course.
Who is asking?
Did you say rubber? I haven't heard that term.
Okay, whoever's asking.
rubber.
Yeah, Trobs has got a safety on. There's that backslider, Andy, the fake Christian, who actually hangs in homosexual nightclubs, and he's supposed to be a Christian. He calls himself Caesar. He calls himself a conservative. Andy calls himself a conservative, but he hangs out at fucking Ricky U nightclubs with Trobs over here.
Yeah, whoa.
Hold on. Tommy
don't mute me. Andy's a backslider. Don't mute me, Trobs.
Dude.
Andy, what's up?
Oh my God.
Hey, man.
Look. I have no problem with anyone talking shit about me. There's no rules against that, whatever. But don't come up here and talk shit about my guests, please.
Yeah, but hold on, Trobs. Let me say one thing. What I am saying is a factual. What I am saying is true, and you're like just teaming up with Andy because he's a butt boy.
No.
But what I'm saying is true. Andy is a backslider, though. What I'm saying is a fact. Andy, okay, Trobs, just listen. Just listen for 1 second. Andy is a backslider.
What's
He
he
says he's a
sliding back?
conservative Christian, but he goes to gay nightclubs. Okay? Andy goes to gay nightclubs. So he's not a conservative
I
Christian.
also go to tranny nightclubs and lesbian
Exactly.
nightclubs.
So how are you a Christian,
Yes.
you sodomite?
Yes.
How are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian. And
I do too.
I didn't say I was
Dude,
in good
what?
grace. I didn't say I was perfect.
Dude,
I just said I was a Christian.
Well, you look like a woman. You look like an old woman. You look like an old tranny.
I'm not perfect, brother. Maybe
You
you
look like an
are.
old
I don't know.
tranny. Like an old
Yeah,
tranny.
he kind of does.
You
look
get
like he's a
you
tranny.
get up
Doesn't
you
he?
get
Look
up
at it.
here
Look
and
at
make
it.
Christians look bad.
Look
Wait,
at
is
that
that
old
Archie right now?
tranny. Listen, I'd slay you with a fucking Roman sword right now, pal. You're a creature. You're a repulsive sodomite.
Sure you would. You,
Wait,
You want Prob's whack off.
I'd probably have him drawn and quartered. I'd probably have him drawn and quartered. That sounds better.
Yes, exactly. What a good Christian you are, sir. I'm surprised you got a good Christian on here, Trobs. I am absolutely shocked there is a Christian on here.
Yes.
Why are you shocked? I let
Because there's
everybody
all
come up.
degenerates. Besides Melanie's a backslider.
Okay.
Backslider.
I'm not saying Melanie's a degenerate because I don't know her like that, but I will say Melanie is a backslider.
Tommy's mic is really loud too.
Let me say something.
Well, I have to be with them talking over me.
Get over it. You'll never experience it, but Melody's hot.
What? I'm not saying nothing about her besides she's a backslider. That's all I'm saying. Because she denounced Trobs before.
I don't even know
She
what that
denounced
fucking
him.
means. What the fuck
I do know what it means. You old female, you look like a woman. Go transition. Take some more pills, you freak.
Even if it's true that she talks shit, whatever, I don't
She did.
care.
Like
I don't care.
Look, man, I don't think he's going to lose any sleep about it.
I don't care. Like your whole
No, I'm not saying you
is
do
to-
care. I'm just making my point that Melody is a backslider. That's all.
Yeah, but you're
my point.
Look, anyone can.
Clarity,
and Andy,
what the fuck is a backslider? What the fuck is a backslider?
You don't know what you're supposed to be a Christian knowing a backslider is? Well, go look it up, tranny. All I'm saying is this: your little motley crew of degenerates and freaks are totally gonna go to hell.
Hey, guess what?
You're very judgmental for
Okay, you're a fucking punk.
Well, Melody, stop it. You're back. You two-faced.
I'm gonna backslide into
What face are we talking? What Melody am I talking to right here? What face? Is this Melody's two-face? How many faces does Melody have?
What are you talking about that I'm two-faced?
I don't know, but she's got a nice fucking ass.
Somebody is a homosexual.
I think Melody likes these old men talking dirty to her. It's sick.
No,
It's sick.
you are
probably
fucking
feel safe.
You don't even know me, Melody.
This is
Okay.
Melody's safe
Yeah.
space. Being
Wow, but you know the panel. How interesting.
Well, because I know you, because you've spoken many times, Andy.
They probably are themselves.
Andy spoke many times what a conservative Christian he is, but he hangs out in gay clubs. You hang out in gay night bars. So what? How are you a Christian?
I'd rather you say tranny bars.
Guys. Hold on just a second. Let me speak.
Gosh,
This is going way too fucking crazy. I don't do shit like this. Like Tommy.
I don't know if it was me.
I'm trying to listen to Trobs. Can you shut up, Andy?
Hold on, Tommy. I have no problem with you saying what you want to say. The problem isn't that. It's that all you're doing is attacking people. Use substance. Talk about things.
I am
that
using
matter.
substance, and what I said, I'm not.
You're just
I'm
attacking
making my
people. That's all.
No,
you're
I'm
doing.
not. I'm saying that Andy lied.
He just
How is that attacking?
He wants to rule the panel and give up his.
I'm making an observation. I'm making an observation of what I've seen Andy talk about and say he was, and he's not. He said he was a conservative Christian. I've heard him talk about gay bars.
Look, man, if Andy wants to fuck trannies and do weird shit,
listen, don't. All right, so that's fine. Andy can do that, but Andy cannot say he's a conservative Christian and do that. That's my point.
Yeah, he can say whatever the hell he wants to, and he can fuck trannies, and he can do anything he wants.
See, that's my point. Andy cannot say he's a conservative Christian.
Why not? He can say
You have
that.
a little bit
And
too
go to
much issue
sodomite
with
bars.
homosexuals.
That's right. Tommy loves God wins again. Tommy loves God for the win over Andy again. Thank you, Trob, for letting me destroy him. I just devoured you, Andy.
I'm so fucking pissed off.
You are hurt because you're not a conservative Christian.
This isn't the
You shouldn't
panel.
lie to people. You shouldn't lie to people, okay? That's
too
what's
long
so
to get
angry
this
at you,
Even for an
Andy.
unstructured stream, this is not the panel I fucking I don't recognize
You're
this panel.
lying to people, Andy. You're
No
telling
shit.
people I'm a
I'm
conservative
used to
Christian.
coming over here and talking about
How are
topics.
you a Christian, Andy?
But I
When
had
you
to come
step into
join
the
the shit
sodomite
show.
nightclub,
This
Andy?
asshole.
Tommy, dude, this is it. Like, I'm warning you. You're about to get kicked. If
Okay,
you,
Good.
why? Wait a minute. Wait, I am
because you're
debating
not,
him
we're
and
not
pointing out my
talking.
point.
No,
that
your
Andy
point is
said-
attacking people. That's,
No, how is
we
that
don't do
attacking
that shit
somebody,
here.
Probs? That's not
How
an
do you
observation that
pick
I made.
I
Trobs.
would pick him.
If you
Nigger,
want to
nigger, kill
talk
niggers,
about,
bomb people, bomb Jews die, Jews kill Jews, kill.
Bye.
Jesus
Yeah, I would
Christ.
pick him. He's
Wait, that guy is Christian?
He's gone.
okay.
In name only.
Thank
That's
you.
a self-proclaimed Christian.
Like, it's not like I was asking for much. Like, dude, let's talk about something, anything. You can't just constantly attack people. It's useless.
It's just diarrhea of the
Well,
mouth.
can
It's
I change
just-
your topic then?
Sure.
How do you feel about Trump's first couple days? Are you enjoying him?
Absolutely horrendous.
Oh my God, I think it's going
Horrendous.
great. I
Why?
think
You
it's
see
going.
the invasion
Well, I'm
force where
enjoying
they go into
the
Mexico?
executive. Well, let's check this out.
We're about
The
to attack
executive.
Mexico.
Well, who cares about Mexico? We should be going into.
You should
the,
when most of your shit's made in Mexico, and it's gonna.
I should. No. We
Oh.
should be going after. We should be going after those cartels with the Navy SEALs and special ops that are killing about 250,000 Americans a year.
You
We
know,
should
most
be-
illegals come in by a green card and just don't go home. It's not coming over the border.
Listen,
right?
By the
listen to
way,
me.
a vast majority of the drugs that kill people are not brought in by the cartels. They're brought in by white
It's China.
people.
No, well,
No, it's white
China.
people.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
China's where
The
most
point,
of
our
the
government's
fentanyl-
letting them in. They're making deals.
That's true. That's
So
true.
who gives a
all
shit?
right. China is sending fentanyl to the cartels.
Yeah, it's coming through
the cartels,
ports, your container ships, not through the border.
I guess I can't speak because you just can't
Sorry.
speak in this thing. I mean, I'm trying to get a point across. Listen,
Who
Go
is
ahead.
Max Nemez? I don't know. Max, I don't know you. You say I'm
I'm just a whom me?
Max
No.
Nemez? I don't know.
She's over. So she goes to Blade Runner to that chat.
Oh, okay. Because she's saying she's like banned or something in my stream. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but
No, I'm sorry. I'm
that's-
just yeah.
that's generally where she goes is over at Blade Runner.
Trobs, another quick question. What do you think about him declassifying the JFK files and Robert F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King?
So that I'm cool with. I believe that pretty much all government shit should be transparent as possible. So I am perfect. I think that's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, on paper that
Awesome.
sounds nice.
Well, it usually waits about 50 years to after events are over just to
Right.
protect the people.
Yeah,
that
but
are
they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Pompeo stopped him from doing it last time.
Dude, a transparent government? What are we living in a fantasy right now?
Yeah.
Like,
But
Oh, don't worry. You're only going to see the
you know
things they
why?
want to
I
see.
think
You're not
think
going to
it's
see all
gonna-
the stuff about Trump. Go find the files about Trump at Pedo Island with Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't believe it because it would have
Oh,
came out already.
It did already.
Actually, it was actually shown up in the conviction. So he had various.
By a fraudulent woman that just lied. I mean, come on.
In Florida?
No.
It was
That's
released
not
by
how. That's not how facts work. People can't just say
facts?
something and it's a fact. It's
Yes,
not
they
how.
can. Yes, they can.
No.
The 51 guys he stripped of their clearance lied and said that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian propaganda. and
But
turned
it's
out
not
it
a
was
fact,
actually,
though.
So you actually contradicting yourself there, Charles.
No, I'm not
Yes,
because
you
I.
are.
No,
Yes,
I'm not.
You are.
The
You
Hunter
didn't
Biden
hear.
thing was
You
a
didn't
smear
hear what I
campaign.
said.
Say it. Say it again.
Facts are not changed by opinion. So what you're trying to do is you're claiming that like someone said an opinion and that was he tried to make it as if it were a fact. It was never a fact, right?
Listen, do you know how many women came out with famous men and that say they did stuff to them? It happens all the time on both sides.
what are we arguing about right now?
Donald
even
Trump
there.
showed up multiple times on the flight logs to Epstein's island. That's a fact.
Well,
Trump is
but
literally
something else
flying
is
around
that
it in the Lolita Express.
Honestly, I
One.
wouldn't know fuck about that, but it wouldn't surprise me. I don't think he.
Listen,
No.
he was not on the
I'm
Lolita
sure.
Express. He actually had
Trump's plane, the one he has marked
No.
with Trump on it,
I mean, I
is
think
literally Lolita Express #1. Epstein sold him the plane in like 2000 something. Trump is literally flying Epstein's old fucking plane around.
What does
His
that have to
best
do with
buddies.
anything? The
He
rich
was
people do that
neighbors
all the
with the
time.
guy.
He also
In the
he had-
reports, Trump's like meeting with a 13-year-old girl that looked like Ivanka. He met her like 18 times. He had a dough number. Like
Okay.
Ron DeSantis released this whole fucking criminal report in Florida, not
Mhm.
the bastion of Democrats you think it is.
Okay.
But I mean, you could say the same thing
Still
about
no proof.
Epstein as you could do with P. Diddy and all of the people that
No, all the
around.
people in P. Diddy so far have been consenting adults. It's just he recorded them all, and it's just some freaky shit.
That's
wait.
not
So
true. There's a
we're trying to say
13-year-old girl
that
just came out.
Oh
Trump,
no,
where
there's a
there's
lot more
there's
to go
proof that
through with
Trump
that
was flying over
motherfucker.
to Epstein Island. Is that what we're trying to say now?
Listen to
Well,
me. With P. Diddy,
Epstein's
this
dead.
guy just made a statement.
Epstein was
saying
killed during
there was
Trump's reign the
consensual
first time.
adults. These people were passed out from being oil put on them, and
Well,
they were
what's the
running trains
accusation?
on them. So what are you
Passed
talking
out
about?
from oil put on them.
Listen. He put a drug inside the oil, HB, whatever.
That's not
HB.
how that works.
Oh, it doesn't.
Who is speaking right now? I can't even.
Caesar.
Caesar. He's new.
Oh, Caesar? Who's Caesar? I've never heard of that person.
He's new. Don't worry
No.
about it. But
No,
let
no,
him
cool.
let him make his point though. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
First of all, going back to P. Diddy, now a 13-year-old girl has come out, and the thing is, nothing's going to come out of P. Diddy. What he's going to do, he's going to make a deal, right?
Yep.
And first of all, who's above P. Diddy? Do you know who's above P. Diddy? Who his mentors was?
CEOs and everything
I have
else.
no idea.
No, see, you don't even know.
I have no.
It's
no.
one guy. He's a Jewish
not
guy,
over
a
yet.
Jewish executive. Okay, and he'll be untouched, of course. All right, but P. Diddy will have to give people up in order to get a deal. He might do like 10 years, but the guy definitely was drugging people, and against their will, and drugging them. They were running trains on them. Okay, and the guy, go read. Did you read the
I don't
actual
know.
affidavit? Did you read what he did?
I don't
Well,
think that
affidavit's one thing.
without going
Accusations are one
to
thing. Let's actually wait till the actual trial's over and see what he's actually charged with.
They have so much
Okay,
evidence.
you could apply that to Trump. Like this guy was just telling me, well, Trump did
And
this.
I
this.
just told you this shit came
Yeah,
out
but-
from the
no, but
DOJ after
that's
the
different.
trial of Maxine.
Oh, yeah.
What
The
was her name?
DOJ that's been playing lawfare with him for the last 8 years.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They have a hell of a lot
that
more
are biased
than
and
he
a
did.
bunch of communists
So,
that are running.
so now you all of a sudden trust the justice system now, right? Now the justice system is perfect, right? Now you trust.
No,
I still don't even know what we're arguing right now.
No, I think we're run by the government. I don't trust the government at all. I think
The government's made up of people just like you and me. You get that, right?
The left.
It's not these magic people that do all these heinous things like you're taught in all
First of all,
these
we don't even
films.
control our own country anyway, so it doesn't even
What are
matter.
you talking about? The U.S. government is the largest
Gadwin, what's your fucking proof that Trump's been to Epstein Island? What's your proof, Gadwin?
Go read the fucking DOJ
the
report out.
No.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't think
What's the fucking
you
proof?
have to go read it. And
now
you
we
will
gotta
see.
read it. Yeah.
Read what? What do I need to read?
Explain the
What
short
do I
version?
need to read?
I ain't gonna be able to convince you anyways. You
Yeah,
have to
No,
read
not
the
convince.
document
Just
yourself.
explain this. Just give us the
Because
clip
he
notes version.
hasn't been there. He
Oh,
has
fuck.
not
Turn Andy
been
down, dude. He's
there.
so fucking loud.
I have an open mind. I put it somewhere and I'll read it. And I will make the determination. I'm not saying, listen to me. I'm just telling
It's
you.
bullshit.
Well, from what I read, you're wrong. It would have came out.
Dude, you could read a news article just about anything to tell you anything.
Exactly. It would have came out. They would have nailed him to the fucking cross.
That's true.
That's
Jason.
kind of the problem with
I don't know.
information these days.
When it comes to Trump, you can't nail him to anything because he's done so much bad shit. Everybody's used to it now. It's like normal.
No. They're trying to destroy the guy.
Andy's
They would
mic
have
is
used
way
Epstein
louder.
Island. Yes, he flew on the fucking Lolita Express. He did not fly to Epstein Island. That's the fucking facts.
He had a
was he
fight with Epstein.
was he on a manifest? You fucking right, he was on a manifest. That's what the fuck happened.
And first of all, he had a fight with Epstein when he found out that he went to his club and he was trying to recruit little girls there. Why don't you look that up? I guess that doesn't. I guess I'm lying about that. I guess the news media was just making up that story.
Well, there's a lot of people that with P. Diddy, and they did nothing wrong. But just because you hung out with somebody does not mean that you encouraged or were any way like affiliated with the wrong or horrible thing that other people did.
Show me the guy. Show me a guy's friends. Show me a guy's friends, and I'll show you who the guy is. It's usually listen. Trust me. I mean, you're hanging out with certain people constantly, you know, and bad people. Usually the guy that's, you know, the main guy is usually bad himself. P. Diddy is definitely guilty. I read it. I read the whole thing.
He's 100% guilty. I mean,
he was
100%.
raping people, all right? And so was other people of his gang.
He had like 13 or 14-year-old girls like at his party. Yeah, it's bad. And I know Ashton Kutcher is involved. I think maybe Jay-Z.
And who's the other kid?
There's
the
a lot.
The white kid they had young. They might have tossed his ass. Justin Bieber.
No, there's I don't think no.
I heard he was like getting played around.
He was being groomed by fucking Diddy. Everybody knows that.
He got groomed by them. Yes, he did.
Dude,
yes.
What topic are we on right now? Epstein Island?
We're
Diddy
all over the
party?
place.
What the fuck are we talking about?
The whole thing is Trump never set foot on Epstein Island. I know how these motherfuckers
I highly doubt that, but the thing is, I don't think there would be any proof of it either.
I've got an article here.
Look at this kind of fucking logic. You doubt it, but you doubt there's fucking proof. What fucking logic? What the fuck? Are you serious?
So we have
You're a joke for saying that. It's laughable.
Why is it
fucking heard me. You
no,
fucking
I'm asking you why, dipshit, not what you said. I'm asking why.
Dipshit. You call me a fucking dipshit?
Yeah, why is it absurd?
Why do you get up calling me a dipshit?
Because you're a dipshit. I'm sorry.
You use your ignorant logic. That's
why
I'm
explain the flaw with it is what I'm asking. Why is that crazy?
There's no way. Yeah, maybe he hasn't been there, but there isn't evidence he is. Look, you can use that stupid logic on anything. You're a fucking dipshit. Fuck you.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know about the whole.
I mean, I don't see any reason to think that he wouldn't be, but I also don't see any reason to think that he would get caught either. So yeah.
I mean, I would definitely believe it, but there will never be.
There's no way in fuck he would get caught doing that though. There's not with the current narrative.
I think you're a retard, but I don't have any proof you're a retard, but I think you're a retard.
I guarantee you, if we were to take a fucking test, I would score higher than you. Guarantee fucking.
I doubt it.
We both know I would.
If you need to brag like that to make yourself feel better, you go.
I'm saying if you want to talk about who, you want to go.
No. You fucking
look how upset you are.
You keep flapping your lips. You don't get off on calling people idiots. Some people speak back. Okay.
You are a dipshit, dude. It's nothing personal. You're just kind of dumb.
The audience that goes,
it's not your fault. You're dumb.
I guarantee.
Dude, it's not your fault that you're dumb. But it is your fault that you have that you're over opinionated.
What idiotic logic is that? You stupid motherfucker.
Over talking people doesn't make you right. No.
Yeah, well, see, I'm seeing you do it. Fuck, dude, you can play your bullshit logic on me. You won. It doesn't work on this particular person. Keep talking. People are listening. Keep on doing it, JT. You're only damaging yourself, so keep talking.
What are we looking at right now?
So this is an article from Miami Herald that Gadwin sent me. So I'm assuming it's related. Let me finish the chat here.
Yeah, it was about him owning Epstein's plane. I was trying to find the other one. I can't get to the fucking report from Florida.
All right. So former President Donald Trump's campaign flew in a blue Gulfstream jet formerly owned by sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, using it to travel to several campaign fundraisers over the weekend, the Miami Herald has confirmed. Trump en route on his own private plane to a campaign event in Bozeman, Montana last week unexpectedly landed in Billings because of mechanical problems, a campaign spokeswoman said. He and part of his staff then flew on a small charter to Bozeman for a rally Friday night. The next day switched to another larger Gulfstream with a serial number that matches a plane once owned by Epstein, his former neighbor in Palm Beach, the campaign confirmed. So this goes on. I don't want to take up the whole damn live stream reading this, but
So he flew
Dude,
in
I
a
guarantee
charter plane.
you could find a conflicting article somewhere else. That's the problem with information now. There's no way to tell what the fuck is going on anymore.
Made
Not
up.
that there ever really was.
You could
He
just look
flew
up
in a
the
charter plane.
planes.
Oh my fucking god!
so
No,
I don't have direct evidence that Donald Trump was like on Pedo Island, but there is evidence that he was on planes that went there, and he was extremely friendly with Jeffrey Epstein. We do know that.
I disagree
He was
with the
neighbors
last
with
part.
him.
Dude,
He was-
having a fucking drink in a nightclub with a fellow billionaire is not
That's
extremely
that's
friendly.
all there is.
Dude,
They've been friends
he's
for
rubbing elbows and
man.
movers and shakers.
they were friends
Fuck.
for decades, dude. It wasn't
They
one
lived-
time like a bar.
okay.
Dude, the boomers, they really believe in the
I guess they
bipartisan
were in the
system.
Disney World with the kids.
Well, in 2005, he said grab him by the pussy.
He was right
Yeah,
about
they
that.
fucking did.
But he's already convicted of
No, he did. Leave that alone, baby.
assaulting a woman. I mean, he's
No,
so
not going
geeky.
to.
No, but the thing is, the boomers, like, they grew up with this whole, like, believing in the fucking government and the bipartisan system and shit. They're you know, they can't really think critically about shit, dude. And it's not their fault. I'm not just blaming you.
Yeah, you want
You
to
wouldn't
say
see the
somebody was on an island, but you don't have any proof. So your feelings are, you feel he's been there, but you have no proof. What kind
The
of fucking
FBI
logic
has
is that?
the video.
I
Give
said
me
I
a
wouldn't
fucking
doubt.
break.
I said that I wouldn't doubt if he had been there, but I know for a fact that he
Well,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't
He wouldn't
doubt you're a
incriminate himself.
retard, but I don't have any proof. But I think you're a
can't yell
retard,
at Andy.
but I
I
don't
think
have
you're
proof.
triggered to hell, fucking old man.
What if I am? What if I am triggered? Big fucking deal.
No, there's not a what
Get a
if.
trophy.
So you
Go get
definitely
another
are.
trophy, JT. Grab yourself a trophy.
I don't want a trophy. Triggering you doesn't fucking get my rocks off. I just want you to shut up. Like, I don't want to hear your annoying voice. I don't know.
Guys, I'm going to be running for about another half hour. I've got a lot of shit to do tomorrow, just so you know. So I don't think that we can't really go further with this, because then it's just like we bring up stuff and then they're like, that's bullshit. And
It's just a one-off article.
we're not gonna, that's
It's kinda
true.
burning out. It's burning out. It's
You
physical.
got motherfuckers that can't keep their shit. They can't
Evidence.
hold themselves together in a normal fucking way and talk about shit constructively without fucking freaking out.
Evidence.
Andy,
Evidence.
I'm looking at you,
Fuck
Andy.
you,
Thank you,
fucking
Bill out.
retard. I think you're a retard. I just don't have proof. So shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, you both of you need to chill the fuck up. Okay, like
Wow.
JT and Andy, y'all are just.
Dude, it's
going
not my
at
fault the
it.
motherfucker's
It's
upset.
unnecessary.
I can't control that.
I know, but y'all need to chill out, both of you.
Do
So
I think I'm pretty chill right now.
What makes you say I'm upset? Because of my tone of my voice?
Because you're
Because
screaming like you're
both of you are
upset. I
calling
don't
each other
know.
like
What
retards
gives you
and
that?
You're
stuff.
screaming. I don't know.
Shit, I feel like you're a retard, but I don't have evidence. What's your evidence that I'm upset? My voice? Is that your evidence?
It'd be a
Is
good
my
indicator,
voice your
yeah. It'd be a good
evidence?
indicator. Plus, your mic is really loud. You guys should.
Yeah, I
you should
know.
everybody's
No,
mic
I
is
have
not
a
the
big
same.
fucking mouth.
You should probably
And
turn him
guess
down.
what?
The only
I
thing
don't
we
have
should
to
worry.
shoot. I don't
The only
have
thing we
evidence.
should
No,
worry
I'm not
about.
telling you to run your
Test
panel, but his
any
mic
test any
sensitivity
given
is
day
really
of the
high.
fucking week.
Yeah.
The only thing we should worry about is Ian's ass.
Exactly. I agree. That's
yeah.
a beautiful,
I think Trump's got that pretty well covered.
beautiful thing.
Propofurbilating or whatever
he's
you
not-
call that, Trumps.
I've got that shit on lock.
any
You guys don't be
better.
trying to hit on Ian. He's mine at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Prolapse. That's
He
what
loves
it is.
it.
You're gonna prolapse.
Trump is the fucking booty. He's the booty warrior, the booty bandit.
Yeah, he wants Traub's cock.
He's just looking for fucking man ass everywhere he goes. Like
Ian's gonna be
the
walking
more
around with
resistant, the
socks
better.
out his backside.
Exactly.
I'd just like to clarify, nobody has yet to present evidence that
Nobody
Trump
said
has
there was
been
evidence to, or nobody said there was evidence for or to the contrary.
Good
Nobody
fucking
said that.
Andy,
A
can I ask
news
you
article, dude. A random news article is not evidence of anything.
Evidence yet. There is
I
no
didn't say.
evidence. Just feelings.
I didn't say there was evidence. No.
I just
No,
want to
just
know
that
what
their neighbor
Andy's
like
But you made
A news article is not evidence.
Right. So you made non-backed accusations against the president of the United States. Cool.
I said
Could
he
you-
flew
could you
around
please
Dude,
tell
I
me
don't
what
care.
your
I was just
favorite
saying, like, it
executive
wouldn't
order was?
shock me if he did, but there's no evidence. That's what I said. A
Right,
news
there
article is
you
not
go.
evidence. Right? There's
You
nothing
can
wrong
find-
with that logic. You're the one who's
If-
getting fucking triggered because you worship Trump's fucking
Well,
nutsack.
I think
Yeah,
you left the word shock out. I'll have
Dude,
to
I like
rewind
Trump too. I do
stream.
like Trump. I just think he's a character,
Good for
but I like
you.
the character
Good
he's
for you.
playing.
Oh, I can't stand the
I
fucker.
fucking
Yeah,
love
are
the
you
character.
playing the
I love the
character,
Trump
JT?
character. I love it.
Are you
I
playing
do.
a character? Are you playing a character, JT?
I'm
Are you a
afraid not.
character?
Nope.
Yeah,
Trump isn't
but
smart
you
enough to
lie.
play a
You
character.
That would
lie.
cause
So,
you know how much
are you a
energy that
liar
would
at
be.
heart? Are you a liar in real? Are you a liar in reality, or you just lie as a character? Which one
What
is
am I
it,
lying
JT?
about? What am I
Which one
lying
is
about?
it, JT? We know what I'm talking about. What are
I
you? Are
really
you a
don't
liar in
know. Am I
reality,
supposed to
or
know?
just as a character? Come on, speak
Yeah,
up, boy.
I think I just told you I'm not a character.
Keep talking, because you're fucking yourself more. Keep talking.
Is this guy? Do you have dementia? Is this guy dying from dementia right now? Like, what is going on? Are you okay, dude?
Yeah, you know what my dementia is called? It's called fucking reality, brother. You fucking jerk off.
In
Yeah,
your
I think you have
reality,
real
what's your
dementia. I do. I think it's real.
executive order?
Let's keep playing.
This has been one hell of a shit show.
Oh
It
my
really
God.
has. It reminds me of the shit that happens on my panels, honestly. And I expect it's, it does.
Well, it's normally not quite this bad. I don't know what the hell happened.
I don't know
this
what
time.
it was, but I feel like as soon as I got up here, like it just amped up. I'm not saying it was.
I don't
had
think
anything
it
to
It's
do
was
with
not
it.
about you, JT.
You
It's
are
not about you.
confrontational with people, JT, though. But it's
What?
mostly the right winger. You're confrontational with people just to be confrontational, but it's mostly right wingers that have no emotional control of their fucking emotions for the most part. Like Tom, Andy. Like you just say one thing about their leader.
No, you know what emotion is? It's feeling. Emotions are feeling somebody's guilty when they're not. That's what I call emotional.
I'm not gonna ever feel emotional for any president. I mean, that's just I ain't gonna feel emotional for any fucking celebrity or any fucking like basketball star or football star. None of those
Yeah,
fucking people.
you know what?
Big
You know what,
Nine
Gad?
announced
When you're
that
part of
for
the hive mind,
controversy. I
you
don't give
feel
a
what
fuck.
you're told.
How? I don't conform to anything of society. I'm like the most nonconformist fucking person I know.
Oh man,
Like
another nonconformist.
Non-conformist?
Fucking joke.
Isn't that what the
Another
goth call themselves on South Park?
What?
Don't they call themselves like non-conformists on the goth kids on South Park?
Yes, I used that to make fun of myself. And yeah.
I never conformed to liking like sports or like the normal things that everybody else around me.
I'm not
just
like
thinks
every other
like,
guy. Starter pack.
I was always a
Gad,
very
when it's too
unique-
late. You said it, Gad. When it's too late.
What? I don't care.
No, we're not here for arguing. In fact, that's why Tommy got kicked, and then he got pissed off over it. Tommy is actually the reason why it started getting out of control, because he just started randomly attacking fucking everybody.
Yeah, I think he was definitely.
I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's human nature to get pissed off over shit. You can call someone stupid, whatever, that happens. But that's all he was doing. We can't have that shit.
I call my stupid self all the time. Like
Right.
when I do
Trump,
stupid,
if you
I call
don't remember,
myself
the last
stupid.
time I had an incident with him, he wants to come into your stream and do all this fucking soapbox witnessing, to a fucking captive audience. Dude,
right.
I'm a Christian. He professes to be a Christian. We are nothing alike. Okay? He's just some idiot. Honestly, I think he's a character because I can't believe. I pray to fucking God that he's not real in the way he behaves.
You talking about Tom's not real?
And by the way, I don't know. He talks quite a bit about homosexuality and getting fucked in the ass and shit.
I
Oh no,
think
Tom is so fucking far in the closet. That motherfucker's digging out
I think
presents.
Tom
No,
is one of
his
those
obsession
dudes.
with fucking gay shit and sodomy and shit, like dude's like very fucking fixated on that shit.
What people talk about tends to be a reflection of their
Nah,
mind.
that dude's repressed as fuck. Like he needs to come on out. Like
exactly.
I know. I agree.
No, that's why he's so at odds. He's like, it's pissing him off because he feels like some inner conflict with his fucking religion and his fucking sexuality. I've seen Destiny act the same way.
I said that 2 streams ago to Tom. I was like, it just really comes off as repressed. His sexuality is repressed. And
dude, I mean, that's pretty goddamn obvious, I think.
And it's, no, I just fucking brain farted.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, just like the memory or the thought was there, and it just. Bloop.
Yep, it's even worse when it's still on the edge of your brain and you're fishing for it, and you're just sitting there like retarded.
Yep.
I do it all the damn time.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what people tend to talk about mostly, like, see, I like Warhammer, so I'll get stuck talking about Warhammer because that's what I think about and what I like to think about. So when people start talking about all this gay shit, well, that's because that's what they like to think about. I mean, it's a reflection of their mind.
Well, he's also coming in with like an attitude of superiority, and he's like condemning motherfuckers.
That's why I say he's a narcissist, full blown. I mean, he has no recognition of anybody else but himself. He is the only one he sees. Everybody else is inferior to him.
Yeah.
Rash, if you're curious about what I'm doing, you can just come up and ask me, man. Don't be shy. You don't have to be shy.
Come on up, baby.
If you're not clear on anything I'm doing on my channel, you can always come up and ask. No, I mean, honestly, I think people are using the word doxing very loosely at this point. These people have all released their details and shit, their personal information to people that they thought they could trust. That shit's already out there now, so I'm posting it on my community page. Does that make me a doxer? Not really, because I wouldn't, if it were me, I'm not even going to look for your shit. Like, I didn't have to. It was just being spammed in a fucking chat room. So, yeah, the fact that all your shit's out there is because you trusted the wrong people. It wasn't my fault.
And
no, that's for whoever I'm addressing knows who they know who I'm addressing.
Oh, I was doxed too by somebody.
Different.
Yeah, no, and 9 out of 10 people are getting doxed because they trusted somebody that they shouldn't have trusted.
Hold on just a second. We're talking about girth and chat. Are we talking about dick size?
Well, ZW brought it up. He said, did you know some of the columns on government buildings are different penis shapes? and I said, yeah, different girth.
Did you guys see that banana I posted? That is one girthy fuck. Oh, I'm gonna send it to you.
I didn't see
Wait,
it.
so real quick.
You got a nanner?
Oh, this is girthy.
I already know.
Every girl
Rob, you're atheist, right?
Yes.
You other guy with the sunset. I can't see the names because
Gadwin, I believe, is an atheist. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah.
Trob's never tried to hurt her.
No, I would never do that.
He didn't. Yeah.
No. Vader was instigating. Is what? No, just set the record straight.
Came in between them.
It is true that he was instigating.
Vader
He was
did
instigating. That's true, but he's not the cause of us breaking up.
No, and that was never never argued. No.
Okay.
Well, you were already broken up at the time. What he claimed, and whether it's true or not, he claimed that he introduced you to Destiny in order to make her jealous, is what he said. He did. He said that to provoke Rain. Rain ended up doxing his shit because of that. So yeah, that's what happened. So don't go around provoking people if you don't want a reaction from them, Vader. Learn something from that.
Don't poke bears.
Yeah, Mario Cruz.
Destiny has to be not under the influence of alcohol before she comes back.
You know what? You're probably not going to see her for a while.
Why?
She's never going to come here not under the influence.
Well, I mean, she can stay and chat, but like
I've never talked to her sober. I don't think ever.
Damn.
Ever.
Yeah, she's just.
I've never spoken to her when she wasn't completely shit faced. So.
Damn. Well, she doesn't seem to be able to chat.
JT, so Katero ended up getting doxxed by Vader.
What? What
so,
about?
So Katero ended up getting doxxed by Vader.
No. What happened was, okay, a little while back, they were Trobs and Kataroo were like had fairly recently broken up.
Right.
We're talking to Vader. Vader is mad because Kataroo was calling him a pedophile for speaking with an underage girl in space ambient chat. So that reputation kind of carried over into the Vegas chat and into the chat rooms and the streams and all that shit. So long story short, basically, he was trying to provoke her in saying that he intentionally tried to make Kataroo jealous by introducing Destiny to Trobs. He told Rain this, whether it's true or not, he told her that to provoke her, to make her angry. Because
I'm saying because Kataroo would call me personally.
Right, whatever was said in private. Point is, he was trying to provoke Rain, and Rain doxed him. That's what happened. Yeah, so I don't care about Trob's relationship or Kataroo's relationship. None of that fucking. It's not. No. The point is, when you provoke people, you get a reaction that you may or may not fucking want. I don't think he expected that.
When you hurt the people I love, of course I'm gonna go after you.
But as far as everyone else's details, I didn't have to look for it. It was being spammed in a fucking chat room, man. Does that make me a doxer? I mean, technically, sure. But did I look for it? No.
I don't know. Is it technically doxing if it's
technically
like open,
yes, by the definition of the word, it could technically be. But what I would consider,
I thought that it like that if it's open source stuff that's public, that it's not doxing. Is
yes, there's legal and illegal doxing. Technically, what I'm doing is fully legal. Like it's not illegal what I'm doing. But
what is legal versus illegal?
It's okay if it's see-through. It's legal.
Okay, so I've seen this.
Legal is when it's gained through either by the person themselves or it's out there in the public already. Illegal would mean you're like hacking their shit or like using some other illegal means to get their information. But doxing in a general sense just means it just means using people's information that they don't want being used. So it's a very broad word that people are
Holy crap. I hope that wasn't vagina.
Okay.
Dude, I think you just...
Yeah, you have to be careful.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I don't know.
No.
But
okay,
see-through nipples is legit.
I know who that is pretending to be. So Vader told me about that, and I was on his stream about a month ago. So tell me who you think that is.
Was that supposed to be Kataroo or something?
Is it?
I am not saying one way or the other. I'm asking, is that who it's supposed to be?
Well, Vader. Okay, so Vader.
That's what Vader said, right? Yeah.
There's a lot of Kataroo frickin' socks that aren't actually her. I've seen several.
Okay. Well, so Destiny is here, right? And so whenever Vader, I was on his stream, and Destiny was there, and she was showing pictures, and they both said that they were on FaceTime with each other, and Destiny was showing pictures that she was like twerking, and
that's not her.
Well, I didn't think that. Well,
it's JT, not her.
JT. I mean, I know, but she was so she had like these big boobs, and it was like a lot of different pictures of her twerking and like on the pole and like wearing scantily clad clothing, and she looked really
clad.
Well, it was a little bit more than that, but she would. I mean, it was definitely the stripper kind of garb, like
garb. So she was dressed like a whore, basically doing whore things.
Well, but Vader said, he's like, no, you don't even understand. I'm on FaceTime with her right now, and that's who she is. And,
yeah,
Destiny was there, but Destiny was there, and I mean, we're okay now. But she said, I mean, she confirmed it, and she said, yeah, that is me. That's me. And so I
Dude, Andy's still hung up on that evidence, dude. I never said there was evidence for Trump being on Epstein Island, bro. I said the opposite.
He
Fucking
does that to me all the
weirdo.
time. He gets
Dude,
hung
who
up
is
on one thing.
Jonathan Sanders? I need you to interact in chat. I can't let random
It's
people up
Vader.
here.
It's
Is
Vader.
it? Okay, I'm letting you up.
But like so many people
hello.
say,
Hello.
what, like
How you
15%
doing,
of
Chuck?
stuff is true. Oh, so who is this supposed to be? That's on the screen.
That's Vader. Oh, this is Chatterbait Girl.
Who's that?
Oh, so that was me? Okay.
Chatterbait. Okay, so this is like completely. This is not a chat.
She's an e-girl, like doing e-girl things.
Yeah, she's trying to suck the money dry of all the simps online.
Oh, okay.
Imagine doing this all day just to make $30.
Yeah.
Dude, these e-girls have no shame at all. I have no respect for it.
Oh yeah, society is dumb.
All right, I want
she's
to
a
set the record
webcam
straight
girl.
real quick. I mean,
Oh,
real
Jesus.
quick. I want to set the record
Yeah,
straight.
dude.
This is getting old. This is really getting old, dude. All right.
Dude, just your voice is exasperating at this point. Like it's the same shit.
Yeah, I know you don't want me to talk. Obviously, you're gonna keep cutting me off like how
God,
you
just speak.
bro. All right.
Oh, Bader.
This is really getting. You know, I'm very confused right now. Who's this?
Oh, you're very confused, right? Yeah.
Sexually
You're
confused,
confused
yeah.
with your fucking self.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. So, Melly, you trying to say I'm doxing somebody? Is that what you're trying to say?
She's saying you're gay, bro.
That's what I was told by quite a bit of people, that you're doxing. I don't know exactly who. But
yeah, he was doxing his friend, who's so-called friend CB, putting her real name. Because in StreamYard, if you jump on the panel and you're not careful with what you're with the,
why are you trying to confuse the dude? All right.
No. You were using her real name.
Everybody knows that you're the doxer at this point.
Oh, I don't fucking deny what I'm doing, but you're over here pretending like you weren't using CB's real name, and you say she's your friend.
That's not her real name.
I don't deny anything I'm doing. Yeah, I fucking dox. I'm doxing you right now.
I mean, I don't like
CB. Do you even
but
know the definition of doxing?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's a very loose, broad definition. I didn't have to look for any of your info. So, I mean, you want to consider that doxing? I didn't dox you. But if it's just me using information you don't want, then yeah, I'm doxing.
Yeah, that's why you have to be careful. Like, don't. And I was, so whenever I was a dumb ass motherfucker. Like whenever I first got on chat on these kind of chats, because I first got on music chats, and everything was cool. Like everybody was sweet and awesome, and so it didn't matter if you used your name. And then I started, I don't know, somehow like somebody on music chat mentioned space, and so I just started looking up space stuff on YouTube, and then I came across Fact Nominal, and so I went in there, and I was using my real name, like my first and last name.
Oh.
And yeah, but I had
you were brand new.
Yeah, I was completely new. I was
Gen Xers for you.
I had no. Well, and my name is very unique, so it's. I mean, I'm not just like, you know.
You were easy to find.
Joe Blow.
Yeah.
I'm not Joe Blow, so it was easy to find me. And so somebody finally told me, like pretty quickly, they're like, Melody, you might want to change your username. So
I've told multiple girls to do that in the past. If they were girls, just like, hey, stop using your fucking
I had no
name,
fucking clue. Yeah, and I've talked to a few other people in chat, and they said that they did the exact same thing, and they had to find out from other people that it was not good. But yeah,
men don't really have to worry unless you're like super toxic and really pissing people
Not to
off.
cut you off, Melody, but Vader, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is I'm not a doxer, all right? Just because I use somebody's picture, their face, all right? And I don't want to say his name because, I mean, obviously you're trying to avoid it, Melody, because I'm not a doxer. I mean, you should understand that, all right? I don't go around looking for people's informations because to me, I think that's That's pretty sad when
You
when
were
you start to
doxing
do it.
Stevie just yesterday. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I literally had to guilt you into stop doing it.
All right.
But Vader,
Nobody,
didn't
What are
you
you
nobody here
talking
knows
about?
Stevie. Right? No, nobody's
Vader,
Huh?
didn't you just talk about a different person that you were discussing?
Oh yeah, we're talking about look, Tross, man.
There is times when
just
it's
because I
acceptable.
brought
Dude, he was
Destiny over
just
here,
doxing. He was
my
just
intent.
doxing somebody yesterday.
Here's the thing, I wasn't here. Like, look, I brought Destiny to different streams, right? It doesn't mean I was trying to ruin your relationship with Caterman.
No, but
Oh my god!
but whenever I was on your stream and you were talking to Destiny, and so she showed about like 4 different videos, and she was like on the pole, or I mean she was twerking her ass off on like 4 different videos, and her face was really pretty,
Dude, that's a
but
random
I
TikTok girl,
FaceTimed
it
Vader,
her.
was,
and you know that.
I FaceTimed her.
I mean, who would, yeah, I mean, I accidentally, yeah, it was over the top. And so, but you said, oh yeah, that's definitely her. And Destiny isn't, but Destiny, she was there and she confirmed, she's like, yeah, that's me.
Okay, Vader, what are you trying to prove right now? Just get to your point. It's taking forever.
Yeah, what is your
Look,
point?
look, my point is, man, that you're a doxer, JT.
Yeah, I am. I sure as
right
fuck am a
Yeah, you
doxer.
are.
You're doxed
Right?
right now on my
I'm just,
community page. If anybody's interested, it's
and you're trying to
JT0002.
say all this
Hey,
information was already put out there, and then you're just reusing it.
what?
But that still makes you a doxer, dude.
I am a doxer. Your shit is doxed on my community page right now at JT0002.
Yeah.
Can you pin my my handle?
Well, at least you're honest, dude. At least you're honest.
Because
I don't want to get involved. I don't know what's going on between you two, but I don't want to take sides.
nothing really.
Charles, you watch?
What is this, OnlyFans?
Oh, whoa!
Dude, that girl's about to. I was gonna say you're about to get a strike if you go any further with that.
Well,
you might.
I saw her
Okay,
twerking the underwear around, so I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's true, but it didn't show anything.
You don't want to get a strike.
There's nothing strike worthy yet, but it was getting close.
But I mean, to be fair, Vader, I didn't have to look for your details. I didn't have to look for anybody's details. They're just being spammed on fucking Vegas all the time. So it's not like it's not public domain at this point. So technically, what I'm doing isn't illegal. You just don't like it. Sorry.
Hey, Meaty. What's up, Meaty?
Look, man. How we had an agreement, bro? I mean,
did we have an agreement? Oh, was that before or after you decided to talk shit about me?
Sometimes I think we're
somewhere
cool,
else.
and all of a sudden you switch.
Oh no, we were cool up until you wanted to run your mouth about me on Tiffany's panel. Yeah, that would or her chat room, whatever. We were cool.
Because
see, the thing is, like,
people, right?
No. Out of order. You got the order wrong. I didn't start doxing people till after that. Yeah.
So JT, you were okay with Tiffany, like recently?
Was I what with Tiffany?
I mean, like you guys were like cool with each other. I mean,
never. We've never been cool with each other. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So
yeah, for the record, no. But no, Vader. I've tried to establish peace with. I've tried to establish peace with you multiple times, and every single time you end up running your fucking mouth about me. So you're doxed.
That's what you get when you're literally just doxing me right now, man. You're
yeah, I'm doxing right now.
Hey,
sure am.
Props, you might want to be careful with this because you could get shut down.
Dude, this girl right here is about to do.
Well, hold on. For what's showing right now, nothing can get shut down. Everyone here could report it, and it wouldn't do anything.
No. She has to be naked. She has to like pull her panties down. Like,
yes, but if there's nipples showing and not see-through, but actually showing, or any sort of vagina action, then I will get shut down. And I'm trying to be careful.
Look, I mean, I
content marked for 18 anyway.
I've been striked for less, much less.
Yes, you have to go in and make sure you specifically mark that for 18 or older.
Yes, all of my videos they start as automatically 18 plus.
Yep. And so if you go on YouTube, you can type in like nude body painting, and there's all kinds of nude body painting on YouTube. Like all kinds of just weird nudity. Nudist groups have their fucking own pages and everything on YouTube.
Yep. And there's a lot of sheer stuff too.
That's
What about that guy that was like waxing his butthole or some shit, and they allowed that because it was a tutorial video? What the fuck?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's
yeah, shit, dude.
What the fuck? What?
yeah.
It's not even. It's just like what?
I didn't believe that, but there's a girl just shaving her pussy in the shower, just standing there completely naked, just shaving her pussy. And
Dude, the guy was like had his butt. He had his butthole just gaping and was like bleaching it or waxing it. He was doing some shit like that.
Yeah, just type in
on YouTube. On YouTube,
vagina waxing. Yeah. Look
So
it up
why
now.
is that? Because they can claim it's educational.
Because for some reason they have exceptions to the nudity rule if it's a tutorial video. So you could basically have a tutorial on how to have sex, and you could fucking just upload a fucking porno and call it a tutorial.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
There's anatomy videos.
I don't know where the cutoff on all that is, but yeah, you could go watch it right now. A dude just waxing his fucking butthole on YouTube.
Well, you go to a guy waxing his butthole. I'm talking about women waxing their pussy.
I assume the reason that one was actually viral, people were reacting to it like on not too long ago where that shit was trending. People were reacting to that video. That's why I knew about it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that, like JT. How did you?
No, if you want to know how I knew about it, yeah, the reaction videos were trending. That's how I fucking knew.
What's trending? I don't know how to do. What's trending in the YouTube trending? Because I very rarely go.
Trending on YouTube, yeah. Like, you know, when you go like on the trending, there's like a whole page just of shit that's like trending, like the ones that are getting the most views.
I use the computer. I don't use the app.
But here's the thing, JT. That must have been in your algorithm. So
No. When you go to YouTube trending videos.
Wait. You just been looking about like something that was similar.
Again, Melody, trending is like it's the same thing for everybody. When you go to the trending page, it just shows what's trending. What was trending at the time was fucking reaction videos to this video. Like I think I don't know if you Moist Critical
algorithm working, JT.
Melody, I know you're trying to be cute, but yeah, no.
But it's true, man. But
maybe that's what you're into. I don't know.
Watch the video. All right.
No, I didn't watch the video. I saw the reaction. I saw the thumbnail to a dude reacting.
You know you watched it.
I
No,
know.
does nobody remember this? This was like a thing on YouTube not too long ago.
No, I didn't watch no man waxing his butthole.
No, not the actual video. The reaction videos were.
Saw the reaction.
No, I don't. I don't get the algorithm. I get.
Okay,
dude, it has nothing. Okay, I don't think people understand how the algorithm isn't what's recommended to you on your feed. Well, that's the algorithm, but trending is like what's on the trending page, like on YouTube.
You click.
Okay, so there were so many people that watched it that it ended up like supplying it to you. Is that what you're saying?
Am I talking to like fucking boomers right now? There's a trending page on YouTube with only videos that are trending, which means that they have a highest amount of views on YouTube at that whatever time.
No,
this was trending at the time, so it was on the trending page.
Do that.
Charles, am I saying something crazy right now, or am I like talking to boomers right now?
No, my YouTube, it always goes to my algorithm and into like what exactly.
Yeah, that's your feed. But then if you go on the side there's like options of shit that you can like topics and things like that, like news, trending, different things.
I don't ever search stuff like that. I don't search.
No, you don't search it. You just click. You just click on the little thing that says trending. Like it shows whatever's trending at the time. You don't search anything. Like, is this like? How long have you guys been using YouTube? Like, Travis, do you know what I'm talking about?
17 years.
I was distracted. I was looking at a hot dude. What were you guys talking about?
Hot dude.
Hot dude.
Hot dude. See, I gave you guys something different. I was looking at some hot dude naked. What are you guys talking about?
This guy's always gay baiting.
That's what I do.
Jesus.
Okay, so JT, I'm on YouTube right now. So, do I need to go to
on your phone or on the computer?
Doesn't matter. Phone, laptop, doesn't matter.
No, I'm on my
it's
TV.
On the side. It's like
yeah, there's like a little picture of a compass all the way to the left if you're on your phone.
No, I'm not on my phone because I'm.
I don't know how the interface looks like. Let me see on the laptop. I can tell you how.
Oh, okay. So on the side, you gotta scroll down to Explore, and it's trending at the top of Explore.
Right. It shouldn't be that hard to find. It's like pretty self-explanatory.
It's not at the top though. Like if you don't scroll down.
Well, it depends. If you're on mobile, it's like it's at the top. But I'm looking at it on the laptop right now.
At the top, it just shows search.
And then home, podcast, TV, movies, gaming, subscriptions, library,
It looks like a
more.
lot of dumb shit to
So
me.
if you go to,
I don't see it. I've never seen trending.
I don't see it.
Maybe it is more.
Scroll down. It's right
so if you go
above
down
Explore.
to where it says explore, it has a bunch of topics you can explore.
Shopping,
Podcast,
music, TV.
fashion, sports, news, gaming, live music, shit like that, shopping, movies. Trending is one of those. It's the first one. It has like a little flame icon. It's whatever's getting like the most views on YouTube at the time.
Yep. It's a lot of dumb shit, really.
Hmm.
People
And
watch
most
a
of
lot
it's
dumb
just
shit.
brain rot, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not
talking the algorithms, whatever just pops up in your fucking feed. That's different.
Yeah, it's what you search basically.
This
Or
is what
you-
everyone's watching, basically, like trending.
Have you been getting it where you talk about things and then all of a sudden fucking YouTube's recommending you things about things you talked about verbally to somebody else?
They're listening to you.
I not shit you. I talked to a guy at work. He showed me his videos that he has on his YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, I like Lucy. That's a really good movie." I get home and YouTube will not stop fucking recommending me Lucy on my fucking main page.
No, there's nothing that's trending.
I get shit like that all the time.
Nope, there's nothing on my YouTube that shows trending.
I think you're just blind, Melody.
No, I'm looking at it. So
Melody,
I'm
when
looking-
you
so
when you
those
look,
search-
it's gonna be past your subscriptions, right? So like you scroll, there's like it's all the way on the left. There's the YouTube icon, and then there's like the home and all that stuff. There's a little bar on the left. You can scroll that bar down until you see something that says explore, and then it has a bunch of different topics that you can explore.
Nope, there's
Trending's
nothing
the first one.
that says explore.
Oh, there's no saving you, Melody.
Okay, so it goes from search to home to podcasts to movies and TV to gaming, subscriptions, library, and then more.
Yeah, there's trending right there. You're just not seeing it.
Yeah, there's nothing that says trending. So
It's
that's
there.
what I see. But no, that's what I'm telling you that I see. Maybe I just have an old TV and it's just not, I don't know. But yeah.
I don't have a clue. I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to shit like this too.
No, but
put dark mode on.
I'm telling you what I see on my TV like right now. It's like in front of me.
Oh, you're on the
I'm
TV?
talking to
Okay,
you.
I thought you were like on a laptop.
No,
Oh,
I'm on my TV. I
You're
mean,
on a Roku.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
No,
that one open
no,
yet.
I'm
You
not.
just pull it up on your phone or something, like, because I don't know how it would look like. What's the deal? Why is the TV not turning on?
I'm talking to you guys on my phone. I can look, but it should be the same thing.
I don't
Okay.
know. I thought she had a nice belly button. What didn't you like about it, Andy?
Okay, so I'm on my laptop. So this looks a little bit different. So there's home, shorts, subs, you. So where do I go? Boop. Liked videos, your clips, and then it goes to subs. I don't see anything trending.
Subs is where it says trending, right under all the subscriptions. Don't expand the menu. Just let it close the subscription menu and scroll down a
Dude,
little
if
more.
it takes a whole tutorial to get you to figure out how to find trending, it's not even worth it, honestly.
Wow, Melody.
No,
Don't feel bad. I'm special.
Just okay. Well,
How you been liking that dark mode, Trobs?
I love it. It's freaking awesome. It's a game changer. I only knew about it for Discord. I didn't know that YouTube did it too.
Oh, everything pretty much
Yeah,
has
when you
dark
gotta
mode
over-explain
now.
like really simple shit, I just give up. Like,
Ah,
Egg
I was
Seth
taking a
was
piss.
confirmed. Damn. They went through a lot of shit to get him frickin' confirmed.
Oh, dude, this is a dystopian nightmare we have coming our way.
It really is. And people keep saying that I am like over exaggerating. Like people don't know how fucking bad this is. It's like we've never seen anything like this.
Like how fragile society really is. Like we just have a bunch of
What are you talking about right now, Travis?
I have zero idea how anything works.
Just the whole political climate right now is it's not just another like, oh, this is just another typical like evil person and no, this is something we've never seen in our entire lives. Like in all of American history, we've never seen the shit that's going on right now. Like it's bad, very bad. And like
you talking about like the polarization between the two parties?
No. I'm talking about Trump and what he's doing. He's systematically breaking down
the mass deportation thing.
Well, that's part of it, but he's basically he's become fascist. Like and people go, oh, you're just exaggerating. No, he's fascist. He's literally fascist. Like he's trying to erode freedom of speech. He's suing anyone who says anything even slightly negative about him. He's taken away any checks and balances that can possibly counter him. The Supreme Court has not even basically, they have said, if you're acting as president, Donald Trump, you can do whatever you want. That's never happened before. Like, this is bad, really bad.
We're already getting ready to go to the Marines on the southern border. We're ready to go to the war with Mexico already. I was watching a live feed of it today.
Not to mention fucking Denmark. Not Denmark. Is it Denmark that owns Greenland?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we're talking about that. Panama. He's threatened the UK. Like
Canada.
The dude's fucking crazy. Like it's like really bad.
He pulled us out of the WHO. He disbanded all communications between health networks like the CDC and so forth.
He's trying to hide that there's a a bird flu pandemic that's causing eggs to rise because he doesn't want people to know because he claimed that he was going to bring egg prices down. So he's literally shutting down news just to look good. Like,
yeah, I've already noticed sites already going slower, not loading, just trying to get information now.
Yeah, and so how far can it go is the question. Like, is he literally going to make it to where he locks people up for fucking saying bad shit about him?
Oh, and he's not actually the person that made TikTok go back on air.
But I think people like to throw the word fascist around a lot. I don't think he's about to like
I know that
fascist regime or anything.
I know people throw out that's the point. And so that's why I said after I said it, I know everybody goes, you're exaggerating, because people throw out words like that like it's nothing. He is the definition of fascism. Look up the definition. Like I'll get word for word.
Like fucking Mussolini or something?
Yes, he is almost copying Mussolini to a T.
Dude, to compare Trump to Mussolini is a bit of a fucking stretch.
Trump even used his exact words. They're poisoning the blood of our nation. He stole it from him. Like you can't even make it up, dude. Like I don't think it's a
nationalism talk. You know, he's all about nationalism. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's fascism, exactly.
Well, nationalism, fascism, they're used interchangeably, but basically we're running a fucking country. It's not like we're not running a country here, you know? Like, it's what nationalism is.
Yes, but you don't have to be ultra nationalist and try to shake down freedom of speech. All of these things add up to that's literally how you define fascism.
If you've seen the list of books being banned at my kid's school, like Animal Farm, 1984, like anything about like knowing civil rights or anything like that is banned. Like any of the Black civil rights books, all banned.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's like, it's almost like Trump has done so much crazy shit that people are immune to it, and they're like, yeah, dude, you're just exaggerating. And I'm like, no, it's not an exaggeration. Like he really is this bad. Like he's very like I wouldn't directly call it, but he's very close to being a Hitler 2.0 in the early stages.
Yep. Oh, this is definitely with our Weimar Republic moment.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like people don't understand, like they don't understand history or something.
Because
he was in NC. I don't know how he was received. I haven't I haven't looked into it. I wasn't there. I don't know. I know that the whole reason why he was here, I made a video on it, is because before he even came out, he came with a scheme. What he wants is to destroy FEMA, and he wants to claim that like it's they did a terrible job, but the truth is the GOP fucked FEMA and made it look like they can't do shit right, and they do this with everything, and then they point to that and go, okay, we got to get rid of it, and now he can fucking cut taxes for the rich even more. He's done it over and over again.
We're watching the country be sold to the oligarchs, basically.
Yes, and it's not an exaggeration. That's what's happening. Like,
and people are so bought into this, they don't want to believe it anymore until their house is taken, their jobs are gone, and they have no fucking income, and they're on the street bumming for money.
Yeah, and but it's coming, and that's why. So far, I've had 3 I told you so's, and he's literally just started. And there's going to be a lot more. And like, it's not all about me. Like, oh, I'm a genius, I called this. It doesn't take a freaking rocket scientist to see this coming.
They're going to cut support to education. That's going to cut funding for a lot of schools. They want to cut property tax.
I don't trust. I know you're American. I can't see the names because of all the messages on the bottom, so I don't know who am I talking to? The other guy, the
Gadwin.
Gadwin.
You're American as well?
Yeah. Yep. I gotta deal with this bullshit.
But Biden should have stepped down a long time ago.
You guys like the Biden administration?
That was the big problem.
I agree with that. And
Biden
that was the problem.
Did you like the Biden administration?
Asshole for not.
I did not like the Biden administration personally.
I think Biden did a
Sleepy
lot.
Joe.
If you look at Biden's achievements, he's done more than any president in the last like 30 years.
Now, I'll give him credit for the things he did do that were great, and there's a lot of things that he did. He actually fought inflation to the point where it's down to what before Trump came in, it was 2.4%. Like the economy was great.
1.9.
Inflation has been an issue for over 20 or 30 years. So it's not like one president is going to
inflation.
Just because it increased, it's not like it has anything to do with the current president, and everybody blames the president, but a lot of it has to do with policy and
it's economical.
And
how the economy.
Do you guys believe the presidents are anything more than figureheads?
For the most part, it depends on what they do.
Power as you think.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear the answer.
I think that most of the time they're just figureheads, but if they enact a lot of executive orders, they can actually matter. Like Trump doing like 200 in one day, that actually affects things in this case in a negative way.
That just rolled everything back. He just slashed and cut everything that we just progressed for over the last like 50 years.
And what was it? It was the Supreme Court. How many did during his last role as president? Didn't he have like 3 different some Supreme Court candidates, or not candidates, but they just came into office, which is horrible.
3 Supreme Court justices while he was
and they are effectively they kind of rule everything.
Gutting America.
Yep.
Yes.
They need to have term limits is what it needs to be. Like,
oh my God, it's insane. Like, yeah, they need to have
our whole system. It's over. This is it. We've just watched the death of democracy. I mean, that's good. Trump's inauguration looked like a funeral because it was the death of America and our.
I don't think democracy was ever real, bro. I don't think
any possible.
Well, here I got this quote I got recently. I think I'll get back to you in a second. I gotta make sure I can quote it right.
Okay.
But it's hilarious. It gets a good punchline on the end. But democracy. I don't want to misquote it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I don't think democracy is even real. I don't think it was ever real. I think it was just created to give people the illusion of having choice and representation. I think it's all bullshit.
I've said that about this country for a while. So, but while that's true, I also don't want to engage in the middle ground fallacy and claim that all sides are the same, because that's not true either.
I think they're all created by the same people. I think it's all bullshit.
They're owned by.
I think it's all a false dichotomy to
I will agree that they're owned basically by wealthy people, and that's a fact. They're given campaign donations, and rich
Yeah, you're
people
talking about
don't give you
lobbying and
money.
shit. I'm talking about something
Yeah.
even deeper than that. I'm talking about
What do you mean?
Talking about that's their funding, but I think that the people who actually come up with the shit, they're all the same. Like I think it's all the same shit. Like Republicans, Democrats, like I think it's all the same.
So there is a lot of, I don't know if that's true or not, but there is some
I don't know for a
legitimacy,
fact, but that's what I think.
Yeah. So I think there's a show like the Newsroom or something, or the something, to where that show gives you that exact same deal where Republicans and Democrats are all on the same side, and they basically just play this game for the public. And it might be true. I don't know.
That's what I believe. Yeah. More or less.
It's possible. Definitely.
Yeah. I think it doesn't just stop here. I think the whole world is like that. I think in the same way that our country's divided, so heavily divided, I think it's the same way that the world hates the United States. Like, I think it's because the world used to love the United States. Like foreigners used to love the United States. Suddenly that narrative changed. The narrative in our country is always changing. It's always very divisive. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all the same propaganda machine. But that's not a popular opinion, because where do you go from there? Suddenly you can't argue about little details.
I don't personally. I don't care about what's popular. I care, like, if it has any evidence to back it, then I think it's great.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of times there's nothing solid on this stuff. You know,
but evidence doesn't necessarily have to be proof. It can be, this leads me toward that direction. Like, if
there'd be a lot of things that lead me towards the
Right.
direction of believing that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. And I don't know, it's an interesting thing to talk about, but so what do you believe? Do you believe that there's like one either group or one individual that controls the whole world?
No.
Well, I think it's more like
if anything, I think it would be like a network of
wealthy people or something.
More or less, yeah.
Well, we have democracy, which is by the people, for the people, and of the people, but people are retarded.
I can see that as well. And so that's where I tend to lean most of the time. I do believe that the democracy as a whole is legitimate, but yes, people are stupid and they're easily influenced by emotional appeals. Trump does it all the time. He'll be like there's no evidence at all, and he'll point to like immigrants and go, they're making your eggs cost more. Like,
dude, I wish I believed democracy was real, but honestly, I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword. Because
it depends on what you mean by democracy. Like, so under democracy, if you mean, does the people control policies? Absolutely not. We've proven, as a matter of fact, by Cambridge, I believe, that America is an oligarchy in the sense that there's no correlation between what people want and the policies that get enacted. The only thing that it's related to is what wealthy people want. That's a fact.
Every country's an oligarchy.
Like all the bailouts, if
probably
the bank bailouts, the
except for your dictatorships, and the rest of them are oligarchies. Like, we just happen to be the most powerful one. Like, I don't know, man. Like I say, the shit that I have the shit that I believe is like way out there, bro. Like way out. I don't believe in any of this.
That's kind of what they wanted, though. So they started pumping the airways with like that History Channel garbage, aliens, this and everything.
No, not that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about Anunnakis and bullshit like that.
But that's kind of what starts people down the rabbit holes, because then they get on the internet and start searching these things. Then they get sucked into things like
there's a rabbit hole for everything, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, the way the government.
This is what destroyed our politics in America. Really, is just people going down all these stupid fucking rabbit holes of anti SJW bullshit and just anti BLM bullshit. And it was just stuff to start people getting emotionally mad about things.
BLM is bullshit. Antifa's bullshit. QAnon's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. But yet they send them after these boogeymen, and they imagine them to anticipate them to be bigger.
They're giving people a bunch of bullshit to fight about. None of it's real.
Yeah, like liberals are supposed to be
true.
Fighting back and forth
about a bunch of bullshit that's not real. Like, while they're fucking basically playing fucking
everything.
Exactly. So that's what they do. They cause the middle class and the poor to fight amongst each other about stupid shit that doesn't even matter, and to blame each other for their own problems, when the wealthy are up at the top that caused all of this division, and they're getting away with fucking everything, and they're just laughing.
if you think Hillary Clinton is like the
Absolutely.
most horrible boogeyman of the last 2 centuries or so. I mean, everything Republicans have said about the Clinton family. I mean, they're killing people and all this shit, and none of it's fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly bullshit to scare Republicans in the vote or people
I
to
don't
vote
trust the
Republican.
Clintons. I don't trust Trump. I don't trust any of it. Like,
I'm the
I don't
same.
trust any. I don't trust any of them. But I'm just saying they
I
make
do
up a lot of shit.
I have a little bit of trust for Bernie Sanders and AOC, I won't lie.
Yep. Bernie's
But
the only reason I registered.
if I'm ever given evidence to show that I'm making a mistake, then I'll immediately
it's
be
because
like,
you
"Oh,
see
I
something
fucked
you
up."
want to believe in. That's the same thing people see in
You're
Trump.
right. You're right.
They see
And
something they want to believe in, and it's enticing to them.
I
But I don't
absolutely
become
admit that.
fanatical about it. I don't
Right.
get all
Yeah, and
crazy
that's
about
why
it.
you're saying that you have some doubts because you know that's why, and at least you understand that.
Yes. So
We
I have a
understand
little bit
utopia
of
is not peaceful.
skepticism. Right.
You can't have utopia. There's just too much dysfunction in this world to have any.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You got a mouthpiece to say anything anybody wants to hear, and then you got all these groups
Right.
being divided on this shit. Like it's all
True. And it's possible, I don't know if it's likely, but it's possible that the people that are saying the things that you want to hear are just playing you anyway, and they're just looking for power. So you have to, even though I don't want to say it, that's possible for AOC and Bernie. I don't believe it, but it's possible.
Bernie still stands to his.
well, at least you don't rule it out because I think it's more. I think it's
right.
I think it's. I'll go so far to say I think it's likely. Like,
really?
Is he still alive?
Yeah,
he is old.
I thought he was just like hanging out on a lawn chair still.
He's actually really good. He keeps in really
He's
good
still
shape. He
fighting
walks a
like
lot.
every day, like he's fighting and like pushing back against what I consider the bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason Bernie is where he is because he is good and effective at his job, but he makes everybody else around look kind of bad, so they kind of shun him away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he's an independent, and it says he's a democratic socialist, so therefore he's a
Mhm.
boogeyman to them.
Yep.
And so therefore the media smears him.
All they had to do is call him a socialist or a communist, and he never stood a chance, honestly, like in this country.
Look how they fucked him over in the primary, and he would have beat Trump hands down the first time.
dude, the lines between socialism and capitalism are already blurred to fucking hell anyway. Like, what's the main difference is what? Socialized fucking healthcare, socialized fucking education. That's
true.
it, basically. And the problem is we can't, with a population as big as ours, it doesn't work.
But China's doing it just fine. And they're
not the way we're doing it.
But China
so
has
it really depends on what
China,
you mean.
I wouldn't say is the ideal form of fucking government either. Not that ours is, but there's a
nice.
lot of fucking oppression going on in China. Not that there's not here, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's
pros and
repression
cons
of
on
people
both.
everywhere.
I think
Everywhere you go, there's going to be some kind of repression.
That's what I'm saying. There's no ideal form of government.
No country has a clean slate. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I would definitely agree
But
with
yeah,
that.
I've seen the type of shit that happens in China, bro. It's like third world style shit going on.
Well, the stuff they want you to see.
The Chinese propaganda for that's why before we were talking about Kobe Bryant while Russia was talking about shutting down its borders with China over the fucking COVID. We were still talking about Kobe Bryant over here. Meanwhile, I'm seeing a bunch of shit about dudes in hazmat suits and shit and fucking bodies sprawled out all over the streets. Chinese propaganda for the West, like to make us think that it's like that's what's going on over there.
Yeah, there's another pandemic over there going on. It's metamorphosis.
There's layers to it. There's layers to the propaganda. Everything.
Everything's, but you understand the filter system coming into America and out of China. Like everything into America, every cable comes through the ocean. So all internet traffic's mostly through the ocean, big cables. It all comes in at certain points. The Homeland Security and TSA and all them people, they have like big hubs where that all leads into, and they filter everything. Everything filters through them, and then anything they don't want the people to see just gets blocked.
Well, yeah, everything's getting filtered both ways, though. That's why the world doesn't know what the fuck is actually going on because everyone's got their own filtered version.
You're right, but the difference is China is honest about it. At least that they're filtering. America plays this game like all of our press is free, like everything is free here, and it's unmitigated, and that's bullshit. We have filters just as much as China does. It's just that
I don't think China's being as forthcoming as they say, because one way to cover up what you're doing is to say you're doing something to a lesser degree to cover up what you're really.
Now that's true. That's definitely a good point.
Yeah.
China covers up all kinds of shit.
But
yeah,
my point,
that's what
my
I'm
point
saying.
is,
Like,
what are you talking about?
they can admit to a minor offense to cover up a greater offense, and I think a lot of times people do.
absolutely,
Governments do that. Yeah.
So my point would not be that they're the same. It's that America claims that it's like everything's absolutely free, and that's not true. And you can easily prove it by looking at how media covers stories and looking into the facts.
Anybody that believes that actually is just fucking stupid.
I agree.
I mean, yeah. What are we talking about? Fucking Americana propaganda, Uncle Sam, and all this shit. Like,
all right,
none of that's
living
real.
on that 1950s high.
It's none of it was ever fucking real, bro. They're holding on to a fucking dream of a reality that was never real.
That liberal,
dude, it's cool. The idea is very fucking appealing. I understand the appeal, but they need motherfuckers need to come back to reality. I don't think Democrats, I don't think Republicans are living in fucking reality, bro.
If you look, it's all fucking boomers running everything. Everybody.
It's not even about boomers or rich people. It's just about like whoever the fuck is in charge. Whatever your thoughts on that is just mind fucking everybody systematically, generationally, not just the United States, but the whole world. What is
it's
it all?
Old white men.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to point your fingers at some old white people, and probably most of them are old and fucking white. It probably, yeah, but I think it's deeper than that. Like,
well, it is deeper than that, but it's also true that they keep trying to shut down. Like AOC is like the most popular figurehead of the Democrats that they've ever had, and considering they just lost, the smart move would be, oh shit, let's use AOC. But they blocked her over some old white dude that's dying. Like, it's stupid.
It almost seems like our system right now is being engineered to collapse for a new system to be put in place.
That is exactly what
it could be. That's
no,
conspiracy
I agree
status,
with that. I think that the
maybe.
reason we were called the New World is because, like, yeah, you look, it's even on our fucking money, nor of whatever the fuck.
I don't know if you guys remember back on the old days when conspiracy theories were all over the fucking YouTube before they started really filtering shit.
Yeah, it went nuts for a little while before like they cut it off. Like,
there was I watched this one. It was about forming the American Union, about taking Canada, Mexico, and forming the American Union, and then having a new currency where we cancel out basically all of our debt and start a new one called the Amero, and then we just start generating that, and that would be like a probably digital currency. Now they got Greenland, and I mean, it's almost sounding like that stupid bullshit plan they drew up like 20 years ago.
Dude, if a picture of the whole world is like a schematic, like a fucking blueprint.
I do. I look at it like a game of
like
Risk,
a play
basically.
or a fucking script or whatever, and it just goes according to that. Now, how exactly? What is it for? Like some kind of new system of government? No, some kind of new system of government to replace the old one, which is like less nationalist and more like how they would call like globalist system. Basically.
I would say authoritarian more so.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about centralized authority, like a centralized, like basically all the countries under one government, more or less. Basically,
well, we'll have that eventually, but it's not gonna. That won't be for.
No, and I think that is what overall is the plan here, and like part of the United States, the United States has to go in decline in order to transition into that. Is what I'm saying. Like,
if that's the case, and it's the entire world, and that's what ends up happening to be, then it's even more important what sort of system that is, because you don't have choices at that point. So
no, and I don't believe we have choices at this fucking point. I think we have
that's possible.
I think it's too late. I don't think we ever did.
Well, there may not be choices as far as you affecting your government, but there is choices insofar as you can leave and go to a different government. Like
for now.
You mean like you could leave and go to another country?
Yeah.
You could do that, sure. Let's just say you had the means to do that.
It's not easy though. So my passport, I had issues. I had some back thing from a Debbie who wasn't doing her job at one place, just forgot to check a box, and I had to go through 9 months of fucking bullshit, lawyers, plus during COVID, it was bullshit. So you have a passport, you have to go to the embassy of that country, get a fucking visa for 90 days, and then you have to file for citizenship, have a residence, have a job. Some places you have to learn the language and come back in a year and take a test. I mean, it's not easy to go to a country.
No, it's not easy because I read about it, and you're right.
Because I was gonna do it. I was getting all these steps prepared in my head to fucking go through all this.
Well, to be fair, if you're about to make that big of a decision, like leaving your country, and you want to move somewhere, that's a I don't think that's too much to ask for. Like I would be willing to. Like I've thought about frickin' people laugh, but I've thought about moving to Vietnam, It's a really awesome place. But
I would love to go to Vietnam.
I think
You
it's
look
freaking
at the
awesome.
giant red
Andy's
ginger
been
running
there.
around. And you'd just be huge compared to everybody else.
And that's sad because I'm short as shit.
Like if I went to like Japan or something, oh my god, I'd be a giant.
They would go, oh my god, it's Godzilla.
Godzilla, oh run!
What is the average height over there? It's like really short, right?
It's like 5'2" or something like that.
5'2".
5'2".
In
Let me see,
Japan.
hang on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up average Asian height.
Yeah, Asians are typically not.
Well, that's gonna jump quite a
Not
bit because
bad.
there are some.
They're selling more adult diapers than they are baby diapers over there, bro. They got
it does break it down into ethnic groups. So
they got
here
a
we have
problem over
China.
there.
China is 5'8", and Singapore is 5'8". Japan 5'7", India 5'5", Indonesia 5'5", Pakistan 5'5", and tropical Asia we're looking at 5'3" inches to 5'6". And many parts of Asia about 5 foot.
Jeez.
I think so. So if I do remember. So 5'8" is the typical height of a male in the United States.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's the
5'7".
average.
So I'm not
5'7",
short
5'8".
then. I thought I was short. That's what my height is.
With shoes on, I'm 6 foot, so I
Damn.
tower over a lot of people. Dude, I didn't know this, but I have fucking enormous hands. They kept giving me gloves, and I just kept blowing all the gloves out. And
And I
then they're like, "Well, can you feel your webbing?" I was like, "No." So I had to wear a double XL large fucking glove just to fucking so they don't blow out.
Dude, I bet I could like walk up to you and like your balls could rest on my chin.
No, not that tall.
He just wanted a reason to say something gay.
Honestly,
how tall are
yes.
you?
I was about to say that. I was about to say,
Rob,
honestly, I just wanted an excuse to say something gay.
You would not want to put your penis in my hands, let's say, because it would make it look very inferior. I put my penis in my hands at times, like, wow, you poor little guy, and I'm like, oh wait, I had giant fucking hands.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'11" without shoes on. It's like 5'11", 3 fucking quarters. I'm like literally a quarter inch from 6 foot.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were like really tall or something. Because I'm 6'4".
I have huge fucking hands, dude. I don't know. I like just massive fucking hands.
Well, guys, I'm already way past my time, and that tends to be a recurring theme here.
JT, you probably
You're
like
having fun.
cars like I do.
It is. I do have fun and I enjoy it, but then I fucking end up getting behind, and I've got to catch up on so much shit. It's unfortunate, but it is fun. But
Yeah,
I do.
you know
I've got to
what?
run.
I do really like your streams, Trobs, just because it's not just a bunch of stupid chat drama. I mean, we
try to
get into like real like real subjects and stuff like that. And almost every other stream is not like that. And so that's why I really enjoy yours. So,
You don't mean my stream, do you?
no, but
I'm kidding. Of course you do.
There's well, yeah, JT,
Dude, my stream is a fucking circus, complete dumpster fire shit show.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I mean, people like different things. I mean, some people will only some people come to my stream and we're talking about actual things, and they're like, "This is boring as fuck." Like,
yep.
People have different like goals.
They got mad because Trobs and I were just talking about intellectual things.
Yeah, and they're like
just stroking each other off.
Yeah, exactly. They got mad and they're like, "Oh, you trying to like act like you're in fucking professors in college?" And I'm like, "Dude,
I get it. It's like you're running like a little virtual ivory tower here, and motherfuckers feel some kind of way about it. They don't like it.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Is we're just trying to like enjoy trying to like find truth and to debate, and like it matters.
At least you're talking about shit that at least to you matters, and instead of he said.
That's true.
At least you're doing that much. God,
right?
It's better than fucking he said, she said every goddamn day. Like,
well, that's a show of somebody's intelligence. Really, there's an Eleanor Roosevelt quote about that.
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, smart people talk about ideas, and stupid asses talk about
average people talk about events, and stupid people talk about other people.
There's 3 of them. I don't remember it, but there's
Yeah,
like
he said the first
kinda
one. He
agree
said the
with
first.
that, but
Smart people
I
talk about ideas. Average people talk about events, and stupid people
that's it.
talk about other people.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, guys, it was fun. I will be back next week, and
yeah.
I'll see you then if you're available.
Okay. Thanks for having us, Trobs. Thanks for having
Until
me
next
up.
time.
See you, man.
Your beard brushed and your head shaved.
Take it easy.